It's just gonna be a more chill download. Clearly, this moon in Virgo. Oh my. Return to sender. Void of course, you know. We talked about this on members. By the way, guys, members is updated. You can go check out the new readings that we have posted. We have one for each of the signs. And yeah, it's a 48-hour series members video. So it's cool. We updated. Return it. Someone here is a tennis player. We have more downloads from Spirit on that part of the web, I guess you can say. Now, this person, guys, I see there's someone here, and this message has been coming through for 2 days now. I wanted to go on and talk about this yesterday, but I waited. We needed to sort of digest it a little longer. This message in particular is about someone who's extremely competitive with you. Many of you, I do feel this is a career thing or some kind of work or creative project thing. This person is like a direct competitor to you. This is what I'm hearing. They are, they want to get in contact with you. It's like very awkward. I see them trying to talk to you through another person. Someone here, yeah, so some of you, I think they tried to hire you is what I was getting, and then it's somehow you're not responding, and yeah, so yeah, this is not for you, so I think that's what you deemed. And they are like not taking no for an answer, so that's weird. It's like they're gonna go through another person. Oh, I don't know what that's about. How they would have per se another person, but yeah, they're gonna have someone approach you. So now some of you here, this is like a friend. I'm hearing AG, I don't know, like Angie maybe. This person keeps looking at you. I feel like they keep like staring at you. Somehow I think this is online. I feel like they are watching you online. And they're talking to another person about you. Like, I feel like some of you, they wear glasses. Dark glasses. This is really awkward. Some of you, like, maybe they're talking to you about things that they don't need to talk to you about. Like, you told them, for some of you, you told this person, I'm seeing something about a red coat or something, even about, like, something about coat, a jacket. Oh, this came through, remember? Where, yeah, your stuff was getting ruined. And Spirit was like, heed the warnings, like with the karma. Hey, Meredith. Yeah, this is just some funky astral weather right now. So, but yeah, like, you and this person, like, they were talking to you, like, clear it on the rest of the body. It's giving me small talk. Someone who just wants to talk to you and interact with you. And, like, but some of you here, they're, like, surveilling you. Some of you, some of you, I'm hearing it's your teacher. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of like they're, like, keeping tabs on you in a strange way. Like, they don't need to be, like, in that conversation. It's like maybe they keep butting into it. It's starting to give me, like, the garlic third party. Love and light. This is really awkward. Some of you, you're like a figure skater. You do something about ice skating, and I see this person, like, came up to you in the ice skating rink. Like, it's given me principal the school principal showing up at the high school dance party. Okay, like, it's a little weird. Okay, it's a little bit weird. Like, something is just not right. This person wants to, like, make you an offer. They want to make you, like, they're trying to get you, like, motivated. Like, no, I'm here. No, bitch. Okay, some of you here, you're gonna know what this is about. With the intention. You'll know what they're wanting you to, like, agree to. Something here is off, like, really off about this person. Some of you, they have a psychological, like, they're psychologically tormented. They have, spirits in their energy. They need to clear their energy big time. I see them having a lot of hang gliders in their force field, and it's just like you're not feeling comfortable around this person. It's like, I gotta go. This is what I hear. Like, you're not. And light workers, you know what I'm talking about. You will know this energy. I'm not talking to everyone, by the way. Like, this is not everyone's message, right? Being honest. So yeah, I think, like, you started to just get further and further from them. Like, it's like the more that they feel you don't think they're cool, it's like the more they just, or they're just like, how do we say, like, it's like giving me socially awkward, but it's not socially awkward. It's like, it's even like, yeah, just very controlling. It's like wanting to just be, like, annoying even at a certain point. This person is watching your social media. That's how you know who this is. It's like they keep wanting to comment on stuff. It's like, I'm not talking to you. This person needs to get in their own lane. I think that they maybe even are pretending to, like, be, I am hearing your employer. Oh God, this is so awkward. I feel some of you, this is someone at your work, but some of you here, like, they're assuming a position of leadership, like, but you're all, yeah, this is really awkward. Okay, I think some of you, you're gonna start realizing the dynamic is not working for you, like, physically. They're always, like, surrounding you at the table. Oh my God, some of you, I feel like you're gonna have, like, some kind of anxiousness come over you the next time you see this person, or the last time you did. Like, I see a fork, a plastic fork. You just had to get up from the cafeteria and leave. Just return it. You had to get up from the cafeteria table, from your desk, I'm hearing as well. Like, this person is becoming a surveilling body. Like, maybe it's in your cubicle, like, at work. Oh my God, I can't. I feel like some of you, this person's giving you so much anxiety. This came through earlier. Some of you, I'm hearing, I can't even eat in peace. Ew. Like, you just literally, yeah, this is the last thing you want to deal with. They're talking to someone else about you. It's like, maybe even if they gave you some sort of negotiation plea, they said, well, what if we do this? It's like, let's settle the case in this way. You were like, no, I don't want to settle it at all. Then he comes around with, like, a different offer. He's very pushy, maybe, like a sales rep. Yeah, he's obsessive. So he's not, like, he's not getting help. So, yeah. It's very awkward. So now I'm hearing, are you alone? Someone is asking you private questions, like this person has sent them. Some of you, I'm sorry, is this person a predator? Who is this person? Some of you here, I'm hearing Alice. I'm hearing Amelia, Emil. Let's share a meal. It's like, no, like, this person keeps being pushy. So I think that some of you just need to move. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're, yeah, clearing the sickle, throw a shot. I wouldn't confront this person with that. I would just move. Like, just do what you can do. Like, don't engage, because this person's like kind of they need like you to debate with. I'm hearing that, like, they want to play some weird discursory racquetball in their head with you. It's like, no, I need to like go now, okay? I need to leave this room. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing Asha. So yeah, I see orange. Yeah, return it. It's too much. Some of you, like, you're trying to connect with someone else. Yeah, this is like for some. They're trying to deter you from connecting to this other person. It's like extremely obvious. They're trying to literally like insert themselves in between you and another person with their body language. Is very telling that they don't want you talking to this person. It's like, oh, okay, can you move out of the way? Like, I'm talking to them right now. God, you know, I'm hearing the song Rumor Has It. And it's bringing me down. No joke anymore. Rumor. Yeah, so just clear it. Return some. Some of you are gonna try to start some strange, awkward rumor about you, so that you have some reason to like interact with them. Like, this is the psychosis, guys. I think that the sooner you completely like just detach, the better. I know it sounds hard. Sometimes we just don't want to believe people are crazy, honestly, or that they have issues that we can't handle. It's like that we can't make sense of, you know. It's like, but the sense here is not happening anytime soon. And like, some of you, they're also very cheap. So you know who this is. I think you're just across the board not resonating with this person at all, and you need and you deserve your space. So now I see a rainbow. I see something about maybe they have like a maybe it is a social cue thing, but I mean, beyond that, I see entities. I see a lot of entities. I see very controlling tendencies, knowing that they're badgering you and being annoying and very, very, very frustrating, and then they still do what they do. I feel some of you, by the way, I'm a channeler, so I'm channeling this energy here. For whoever this message is for, this is getting you really annoyed, and this energy came through in the very last. Clear it down. Yeah, they're also talking smack behind your partner. This person's like evil. I feel like they're trying to just get you somehow to talk to them about just something. It's like, are they bored? I think they need a life. Something about Monday. Clear it down the back. Clear it in the sacral. Return to sender. Now, some of you, you know, he's on some kind of, or she, he, they, whatever. They could be on something, and it's making them behave really bizarrely, and it's making you uncomfortable. It's like when you're around someone who's drunk and you don't like, personally, I feel very uncomfortable around people who are under the influence of really any drug, personally. That's me. And I'm allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to feel that way. Like, they're trying to make you feel comfortable around them, and they fully have entities roaming, these spirits in their house, in their home. You could just see these demonic spirits for some of you, not for everybody, but you just see energies of other people like in their eyes. I think you're feeling like you just need to click off. Maybe you're even having like a FaceTime call and you just can't. It's like, I just cannot. Like, you have too much going on and you're not having the spiritual hygiene. So I'm talking to probably a handful of people here. I'm probably not talking to the majority of viewers. I'll be just very honest. Like, I'm talking to people who are very careful about who they interact with, people who are very sensitive to energy and pick up when someone is, you know, like, for instance, like, they just talked to someone really toxic before talking to you, and they're just fully bringing that person's energy into your interaction. It could be anywhere. It could be, they're just fully picking up on people's energy, and just, they're like, what is it called? A carrier. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, no, 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 no. Okay. I am careful about, and that could be the muddy tracks. Remember that one Astro message where someone is bringing dirt off of their heels onto your carpet? Oh, God. So some of you, they like to see you irritated because it makes them feel special. Like, I gotta go. Oh my God. Like, just return. They need help. They have some serious issues from childhood, guys. Whoever this is. I'm not saying that anyone is free of issues from upbringing, but this person has some seriously unresolved trauma that it has not been dealt with appropriately. They're trying to, regain confidence in ways that is pestering other people. They're trying to gain satisfaction, or at least a sense of it, from momentarily, fleeing what they really need to manifest, in their life, through the shadow work of, like, they're not accountable, they're not focused. This person is running, they're distracted, and I think you feel that, and you have the absolute fucking right to not want to interact with someone. See, this is the next level. This is called energy rape. Okay? We yet on this planet don't have terms for this, but it is a thing. And just because most people are not as evolved as a group of light workers are on this planet doesn't mean that it shouldn't be. Yeah, I see a very bright light here. Doesn't mean that it should not be accounted for. Okay? If someone's trying to push their energy on you, we should have a court for that. We do. But I mean more obvious. Yeah, I see a very bright light. You're being followed by a very starry starship. Okay? You are very guided. We probably don't need to even say it. You know it, but just, to hear it again. You're very guided. These entities, okay, they will be followed, for certain. But yeah, your guides are saying, like, you're obviously not alone in this. But yeah, I feel like your spirit guides are saying, we understand that this is really one of the most uncomfortable moments, and probably, like, all of your life when it comes to this energy. Like, this is something very awkward. So if you're in a weird predicament, understand that you're not alone. People here, as we said it, are going to be going through their shadow work big time. Not because they want to, but because they are going to have to survive. Okay, and that's exactly what it is as we step into era of Aquarius. Some of you, this is a parent talking to your brother about you. Some of you, this person, I think that I keep getting that is something like a psychological issue where they want to feel return in the heart chakra cleared all the body, that they are sort of getting one up on you. Even family members, they can bring in rival energies from a past life. The whole time you're thinking, why are you trying to be annoying? Because they're trying to distract you, because they don't want you to reach your mission, because it is going to be something that's controversial to their agenda ultimately, whether or not we see it in plain sight, whether or not we really observe it as what it is, in an obvious way, in this dimension today. It's at play, and it's very awkward, and it's like, I thought you were like my sister, my friend, my boss. It's like, and and yet, like, you're even like you're talking down to me, you're disrespecting me. Some of you, this is a boss who's like, you just feel it in your bones. They don't want you to actually improve. They want you to sort of keep at that limit, and it's fucked up. Yeah. Some of you may really have to just move, like I said, to just leave that job, and realize that they have no intention of changing or improving and all of that, and clear on the crown. Yeah, some conversations we just have to release. So it's giving me like someone who runs to you, pretending that they have some issue they'd love your advice on. Cleared on the right side body. clear the energy, return to sender. They want you to give them, by the way, I'm doing Reiki while I'm channeling because I am working with the Akashic, and to protect myself and you, I am going to be managing the energy to the point where I can continue to deliver these messages in a clear and concise way, as at least concise as possible, and safe for you as the viewer and myself. And some of these messages, I'm a Pluto rising. I have a Mars in the 8th. I go deep. I'm not reading on what most readers are reading on. I am a little bit more advanced. I'm going to be very honest, in the most humble way I'll say it, okay? Because I know some people here coming onto the channel like saying, oh, you're crazy, like what's going on, like are you okay? You know, you are the one we're reading on, okay? Not from the vantage point of the querent, but from the perpetrator to the querent of light. So I'm going to tell you now that you can interpret, you are open to judge, but this is not for everybody. Okay, I'll just say it again. So I am diving deep. We have plenty of readers that are going to hopscotch dance on a very shallow sort of surface level of a conversation with you. I'm not that reader. And so I am traversing through very, very deep trenches here when it comes to who's really in your energy, what's really at play in that connection. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And yet I also am going to make sure that I get as much of it forward to you in the most helpful way, and while keeping myself safe and you, and separating the energy as well. Because when we're illuminating these conversations, there are a lot of other people who want to come in and step right over you. So I have to budge certain energies to the side. I know some people here like, yeah, you're not my querent, and you're just coming and commenting like a troll. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll start just making most videos members videos. It's much easier, much easier. I'm not talking about in the chat right now, but like, I'm not even really looking at the chat right now, but in the comments, yeah, people are just, these people who are crazy, these people who are the ones who are really, really crazy. You're the one coming and saying, oh, are you okay? You're crazy. And that's who we're trying to, we're trying to warn about you to the light worker. So buzz off and don't be stupid. I'm talking to their entities. Now let's move on. So when I'm saying return to sender and clear that, I am working with a room of spirits, guides, ancestors. I'm not just talking to you with a tarot deck, okay? We're not even using a tarot deck right now, right? So this is not about, so just saying, because of the, just bye, bitch. Okay, these people just want to come and distract and just be confusing. These Freemasons. Now, return it in the sacral chakra. Yeah. And that is a message. Okay, this can be exactly the message itself. Return in the sacral again. Some of you, they've tried sex magic on you. Yep, to control you, your force field. That's extremely karmic. Okay. As is coming into this chat, as is, what is your reason for being at this channel? If you found this channel out of all channels on YouTube, consider yourself in a question to answer that. In a space to answer that question. Okay. This is karmic. I am not here for everybody. And so who are you really to me and those in the room? We're talking about Freemasons here. Some of you here, you definitely have a past life where you are working to uproot shadow, toxic patriarchy energy. The Machiavellian forces at play in this reality at this current, we still have this, unfortunately, ingrained in the way that society operates, and it's concealed, I think, even more so, we'll say, than past lives. And it's very, very challenging because they are very bullying frequencies. They are targeting you as well because you are a seer and you're a light worker. So it's very, and they can come in the form of your family members. They can come in the form of anybody. Okay, the point is that they just want to challenge you, and they want to take you out of a space of really delivering your messages as well. Your sermon, whatever it is, I hear it like that. Like many of you here, you are speaking out in ways that are actively destabilizing Freemason grids. So yeah, maybe this is a parallel message. You could also be a reader, you could be a channeler, and maybe you're getting similar troll feedback. Just know that that's what it is. Okay, yeah, many of these people who comment troll commentary, they are setups. They know who you are. They come here from many lifetimes ago, and you can assume that the same is true for people you know intimately, okay, by blood as well. Why do we have all kinds of connections here and reasons for why we're connecting with the people we are connecting with in this lifetime. Okay, so this is very controversial. Okay, the reason for you being on this planet is not random, and so the people you come across, that they want you to believe you're in the Matrix, though. And the funny thing is that you're anything but in the Matrix. The thing is, you're helping other people ascend. If it was just you and your little circle, which is why when you start to really live in your passion, your truth, return it in your throat chakra, and you start, let's clear it. Yeah, see that? When you start to speak out, okay, that's when things get so-called real, okay, when it comes to dark energy, forces that you start to attract. Okay, there's a reason why, it's called defamation lawsuit. It's not you in your room thinking in your head about this person that they're trash. It's you need to now change something about the way this person may be in a space of power in a society, and you're starting to really work towards that thing that you feel, okay, fervently about that community, that person, whatever it is. Okay, so that's where it starts to get controversial, and that's when they start to come after you. It's not because you're not doing something right. Okay, some of you are a fellow starseed channeler, oracle. You could be a medium, you could be a reader, you could be a crystal healer. It could be people here just coming in trying to criticize you. Okay, like, who the fuck are you? Where's your fucking channel at? Where's your life mission at? Where's your we have to just kind of really reorient. I would recommend just doing without looking at comments and all of this stuff. I mean, we're in the age of Aquarius. We're not about that. We just, we got our own drum roll, our own beat of the drum. We are in our own energy. Okay. We're following that. So it's like, I don't really care what you think. That's where we're headed to. Capricorn is more status oriented. So we're going to start just kind of shedding these layers of like where we thought people really mattered and where we needed to let them have a voice in our own community. I hear it like that. Okay, whatever that means, Yeah, I mean, this reminds me even like when I first started the channel, like people who are not my demographic coming and giving their advice. Unsolicited, by the way. Okay, yeah. Not like, wow, good job, I see what you're doing. But advice, like unsolicited, I repeat. Like, I never asked you for no advice. And yeah, criticism, advice, it's like, you're not the person here who I'm going to be reading on, okay? Yeah, bye-bye. Anyways, so it's about knowing where it is that you really want to be at and whether or not you really want this person all up in the trunk of your trunk. Like some of you, this person who is wanting to be very nosy with you, like, doesn't really resonate with your project. Okay, and you're maybe even wanting to branch off, and I think some of you have to do so kind of just like like a crumbling cliffside. Like don't give any forewarning. It's like you don't need to give them a heads up that, hey, by the way, like, yeah, my name is Dorothy and I'm thinking of like headed out of Kansas. Like I heard there's a tornado on the way. Like I just wanted to let you know, and like maybe we could take some nostalgic last few family photos. No. You are in a space to also, spirit is saying it, need to be ready to step into your mission. If you're in the energy of guilt and fear and awe and okay, that's just not what your mission is about. All right, you're not going to be able to be receptive, at least as receptive to what it is that you're being called to step up to. Okay, so we need to get brave and shed the shadow Cancerian energies. Okay, we need to just be brave. Okay, and just trust me, I know what this is about. Okay, I have a South Node Cancer. Like, I fully understand how hard it can be. Water signs, especially Cancer, though. The whole awe. It's like awe is not the awe that we will see. Okay, we feel for ourselves, honestly, when we are in our true power and our true light. Like, we want people to be in awe of what we've manifested on this planet. We don't want to be like sitting there, because it's going to be either or, where you sacrifice your mission. Okay, yeah, you give to others, so-called. And so you cannot help people who are in the matrix. If someone's meant to awaken, they will awaken, and you will have had a contract potentially, the extent of it goes, that you would have helped them in some way remember their way, okay, their time, their place, but by way of contractually sort of being aligned to do so, not like I have to like freaking sweat and you know hang on the front line for this person. What the hell? No. Like if you realize someone is not taking your advice. Oh yeah, we were saying we got tangential. So I was saying someone who asked for advice like fake. They don't want advice, guys. Like they don't actually want advice. They just wanted an opener to start to work with your energy and your aura. I'm seeing some of you, this person called you on the phone. Then I see they start branching off and talking about something totally different. Okay. And it's like, here we go. And they're totally like going to ignore the advice, by the way, that you gave them. Oh my God. This sounds like half the people. Yeah, I can have a handful of people that I can place here. Anyway, so yeah, I see a dark entity. I see a dark spirit. It looks like a bat flying. Very awkward. So, yeah, just clear it. This person's very cheesy. I see them thinking they're smart or something even. It's the way they smile to themselves. Like, I think you just read right through this person, honestly. Okay, like you can just see it in their energy when they're talking to you, the way that they're opening in the conversation with you. Like, it sounds fake. It sounds like premeditated. He has some sort of intention. I'm seeing an electric toothbrush. Take it as you will. It's like, there's something, yeah, clear to the rest of the body. It's, yeah. He's like, some of you, he wants to seduce you. Excuse me? Okay, now, I keep getting, though, unfortunately, that this is someone who may be predatory. And the fact that we're talking about a school cafeteria, teacher, there's something not right here. Yeah, I hear like some of you here, you're starting to feel, or maybe this is, God forbid, someone's child. Please speak with your children, make sure that they're able to voice what they're feeling here, because someone here is feeling like someone, like a teacher's attention. The issue is that kids may be too young to not be able to discern that teacher doesn't mean they're able to treat you however they want, and that there are limitations and boundaries. Like some of you, this person is flirting with the children, and it's like they're not feeling comfortable, but they're kind of not saying anything. They don't know to speak out about that, is what I'm hearing. It's like they just know that they want to run away from this person. This is really a warning. Clear it in the sacral. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing, are you mad at me? It's like this person's a predator. Okay? Yeah. He, she, they, whatever, is a predator. And it's not about gender, really, because you can have that in anyone. This person is like inappropriately, okay, trying to like flirt with a child here. And what I'm throat chakra, you see this? They don't want this out. I see a police car. Maybe this person being investigated. Yeah, they started to maybe catch on to it. This is for some. But for some here, like, I see this person is kind of approaching the children in the cafeteria. And the kids are like, oh, like, not again. Oh, my God. So, but they're not saying anything. And he's, like, maybe trying to add them on social media. Clear in the sacral. He's making raunchy, gross jokes. They keep moving their chairs and moving their table, but he keeps, like, following them. Yeah, but the thing is that he's kind of like a teacher. Oh my God, this is making me think of that one school teacher with the Hawaiian t-shirt on the dance floor and the baggy jeans with the stingray operation where they got him at the high school dance. Anyways, so something about muffins. It's given me like he really should not be approaching these children. He's the teacher or the director or something. Like, I hear him with heels. You can hear them walking in the hallway or the cafeteria or whatever. I keep seeing a toothbrush here. He's asking inappropriate questions as well. Like, it's borderline where the kids are feeling uncomfortable. They are. I feel, because I see this group of girls, like, they're giving him a look and they're just, like, wanting to move their trays away. Oh, God. Yeah, I see, like, a big piece of paper, like, poster for a wall, like a class project or something. Yeah, you hear that? Well, if the kids were old enough, I think that would be them. Yeah, they would be definitely on their way. This is awkward, yeah. I see something about Native American feathers. So yeah, I'm hearing he's telling them, hey, can I teach you something? Like, he's saying that he wants to do one-on-one tutoring, private tutoring. He's approaching some of the girls in the class and telling them that he thinks they're great students and that he wants to do a private one-on-one tutoring with them. This can be a metaphor. We just clear it. I see eucalyptus flowers or some kind of eucalyptus plant. So maybe he's peering through this vine on the side of the fucking building. Oh, God. At these children. But see, instead of reporting this person, these kids are they keep trying to gravitate away from him. Nobody's reporting him. I keep seeing a toothbrush. I don't know what that's about, y'all. He's like coming over. Hey, is this a party you having over here? He's being very awkward. Like, oh, did I make you? He's like gaslighter. He's obviously being inappropriate, and then they're like running away. And then he's like, oh, are you mad at me? Maybe he's trying to wind them up and have a conversation. This guy needs to be reported. Absolutely. He needs to be, I'm hearing hardwired. Maybe the FBI is on him. Not sure. Anyways, yeah, I'm hearing something about a teacher. Cleared in the crown, down the back. I'm hearing he's spooky. I think a lot of kids don't like whoever this is. Yeah, I do see a Hawaiian t-shirt. Yeah, he said he wanted to be friends, like for them to add him on Facebook or something. Excuse me. That's giving me like kids who feel awkward and have to like cough and like they're looking at each other and like just kind of getting up. Like, it's something like that right there of recurring vision. He's making this really strange small talk. Hey, what'd you guys get? Soup? It's like, this is a children's cafeteria. This is not a place for the teacher to be talking. You know, do you guys get the energy? Like, it's even giving me a slightly, but I don't think he's a stranger. I think he really is like, he's like some kind of like teacher. Yeah, he's a professor. I'm hearing student dean, provost. So maybe he's even getting angry. Like, he may have a temper. Some of you who may be in a gang. I see a teacher here flashing some gang symbols at the children. Sorry, what? This isn't the cafeteria. I see this happening. Like, he's like has something under his shirt. He keeps making these hand symbols, or he's showing the children his gang tattoos or something like that under his shirt. My throat chakra. Something about soup. Yeah, he's like showing them like some kind of he like lifted his shirt. I see that really clear right there. God forbid I'm hearing something. This could be a sensitive message. Something, God forbid, about rape. Now, I do see someone here. Somebody here may be of Latino descent. It's coming through very, very, very specific. For some of you here, this is like an old enough for some where it would be SAT time. So like high school. I keep seeing something about feathers. Like, it gives me like when you do the school projects and you have like a big poster doing these Thanksgiving presentations. I think nowadays it's controversial. They may not do that anymore, but yeah, I remember like we did that back in the day. So clear on the rest of the body. Yeah. Now. Yeah, he's like acting purposely awkward even. Ready or not, here I come. It's like he's running into the school. He's running around like chasing children. Even like on this, he's doing pranks. I hear that. Well, that's maybe what he's saying. He's saying, "Oh, I'm doing pranks." I mean, but this is not making no sense. Why? So this maybe is some after school program even. Maybe he's not like a legit professor. He could be like even like a substitute. No, I'm seeing he has his own little program. He has a program. It has to do with after school tutoring or studying. He's running around on a school field. I see him go. Yeah, he's trying to see if he could get close to certain children and they don't run away. Lord, what? Maybe this is why we're not sleeping. Yeah, sometimes these weirdo messages come through. We have to channel, I guess. Well, weirdo, I mean, it's just what it is. Like, the energy coming in. Okay, yeah, he's definitely very weird, though. A lot of people do find that that's the case, but I don't know. Nobody's reporting him. Anyways. Unfortunately, like, even, you know, even if you do report it, for some reason, you know, police force, they just want to downplay. It's like they're not taking enough precautions. Personally, I think, in the years that I have ever reported something to like police or anyone really in charge, like no one really takes anything seriously. It seems it's almost like they're kind of like working on their agenda or something. It's like, why are you about to really like side with the dark? Like, someone is calling you and they're saying that some guy is like, I mean, yeah, and whatever. Okay, yeah. Society's not set up to prevent shadow intrusion to this point. I'm hearing the song Suddenly I See. Some of you gonna pull your kids out of the school or this program. I see something about tennis again. This is not the first time this has come through. Guys, I do need water. Can you give me a sec? I'm seeing bean soup. Guys, I also have to use the restroom. 1 second, alright? I'm hearing the name Brad and Raven. Raven. I'm hearing Marvin, Maven, Marvin. Mavin? Mavericks. Marvy. Yeah, I see him running after kids on the school playground, and then he's like tickling them. Something ain't right. Well, unfortunately, when you hear about these situations, you know, God forbid, it's like after the how do they say, like the offense, I think they call it, like, then they come out with like more details about history with that person, like, oh yeah, like many people actually reported him and said he was God, like that creep police officer even. who, remember that? Who was being a stalker, and he climbed into that, yeah, whatever. Okay, I don't want to get into this stuff, but yeah, we have to illuminate this. Like, he was a police officer who he already had attempted to, he unlocked and climbed into another person's apartment. And they knew that about him. And then he did it again, God forbid, and he, like, killed that girl. And they fully were like, oh yeah, this happened before. Why it happened before? You didn't lock him up on the spot. I mean, that just, like, doesn't, and so this is where we don't take things, like, seriously. I don't know. And I've seen it, you know, I mean, anyways, it's karmic, yeah. It's like, okay, so you didn't think that that was something that was, sometimes even the police, they try to blame it on you, like you're crazy or something. I remember one time I reported something, and then the police officer, like, when he had his camera on, because, you know, they always have their camera on when they're talking to you, he was acting all tough and, like, whatever. You know? I told you guys about this story. And then he was kind of, like, acting like, clear and down about it, like, just kind of, like, honestly, yeah. And then after, when he called me back, and he was like, hey, I don't mean to, like, downplay what you, like, experienced or whatever you were thinking or feeling. It's like, okay. Strange. Anywho. I'm good. Yeah. Some of you just need to take precautions and don't rely on this, you know, justice system or whatever. Like, if you're feeling awkward, by the way, guys, if you see something white on my face, it's like toothpaste, special toothpaste that stays on your teeth for some time. I'm trying that out. You know, some of you not feeling comfortable. It's like sleepaway camp, school program, SAT program. Yeah. I don't know how people, like, honestly, in this day and age, let their kids out of their sight like that, but yeah, I would just take your intuition, number one, return it, no matter how prestigious the program. Isaac, you want to go inside? Give me a sec, guys. Because, like, some of you, like, your kids, they may not tell you. They don't perceive of how, the importance, maybe for some of you, you know, you trained your children, in a sense, we can say, to be, you know, more, vigilant with those such things, but, you know, we don't want to assume, like, that there would be a circumstance where they would be like, oh, I didn't, it's like, you didn't tell me that happened. Maybe some of you, there's been some weird situation with your kids, and they didn't tell you, they didn't really make a big deal out of it. It's kind of giving me, like, they don't really care to, like, report it, they just want to get away from this weirdo guy. That's what I'm hearing, so... Yeah, I keep hearing cough, cough. Sorry, Alice. I like baby. Then they want to just go back to playing video games and, like, Instagram and talking to each other about boys. Like, that's what it's kind of giving me. So, but yeah. Right? Like that police officer in DC. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. We cannot trust nobody. I started to, really. Yeah, I can't imagine having kids in this day and age, like, from so many different perspective points. Love and light. Some people, maybe you are feeling guided and, you know, you feel you can, like, but, oh man. Be prepared to, you know, be their doctor. Be their, yeah, I mean, America especially, you know, be homeschooling. I would do homeschooling. I don't trust none of this school shit. The hell? No. we talked about this before. I think that schooling is going to get just phased out. Gone are going to be the days of the mass school education system and like the cult universities and all of that. Like the first degree of cult that we encounter in society really is school. I'm talking acceptances, meaning, okay, like imagine, this whole process of applying and not getting accepted. I'm not saying that people can't work hard and like achieve things, but yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But still, the whole process is really like, it's not cool. Okay, and it makes people feel like, oh, you're not cool enough. You didn't get into this cult. It's a cult. Yeah, it's like, very cultish, and it's also a business. So I think that that's on its way out. I mean, given also what's been coming up about all these Ivy Leagues lately, and if we think about it, like literally the so-called debt that, kids, it's like getting kids hooked on school loans, or like getting kids hooked on credit cards. Like personally, if I had known, oh my God. Okay. Yeah. It's like, what the hell are you trying to do to me? It's like your future. It's just crazy. It's just insane. I'm not saying it again. I mean, there are plus and minuses, but I think the system has to really change. Yeah, big time. Anywho, maybe this is getting more into like a political discussion, but yeah. Anyways. Especially, with online, you gotta monitor your kids online, and oh man, please, yeah, if you do have kids, like take care, make sure you have a really good relationship with your kids. I would say talk to them, be their like best friend, not in a smothering overbearing way, right? Yeah. Hence this message, because maybe this is not a predator, it's a parent, and it's like, yeah, it could go either way really, but be like a real friend, like invest in your kids. The issue is that parents these days have no attention span themselves. Like they're also hooked on Insta, they're also on the Starbucks cult diet thing. I don't know, you guys, loving light, but I have to be honest with what I feel, and I feel like we have a lot of these little distracting cults going on, and it's really derailing people from focusing on what really matters here. And it's like, and the consumerism thing, yeah. Listen, personally, I've started to see a lot of things very clearly. I'm becoming much more wise with my investment decisions. Yup. Like a lot of these things that you think you want, it's just programmed marketing. They're just running you on a little course, and you're just following the course, So we have to break this chain, I think. And I think that's a pun intended. Yeah, all these chain stores, and it's like, who owns this stuff? These huge ass companies, they don't really care about the backbone of the reason for why, anything matters really anymore. They don't have a connection to this grid with compassion. So yeah. Anyways, I'm hearing doctor. So yeah, guys, be careful, you have to be firm too. I feel like there's a balance, sometimes, there are times where as a parent, you really need to be firm. Okay. As well as what I'm hearing, like, sometimes children don't understand. They don't get it in the moment, like why something's important. We have to be firm, and we have to reiterate. We have to really reiterate why things matter the way they do. So some of you here, maybe, I don't know, you want to spend time more so with your children, like teaching them certain principles with intention and focus, about making this world transform for the better, and for them to be able to make the most of this world in a way that truly suits who they really are. I don't know what everyone's going through, but yeah, so... I'm hearing Sabbatha. Sounds like Tabitha, but with an S, like Sabbatha. Like Sabbath, like Black Sabbath, or like Sabbath, the holiday. You know, the goal in life is not to get rich. If you're going to say you want to get rich, you might as well include every other currency of wealth while you're at it. Health. Okay? Happiness in terms of spiritual purpose. When you're saying rich, it doesn't mean much. So when we're teaching our children to pursue, to be so-called successful, it's about everything together being in alignment. And society doesn't teach that, and that's where you have to really teach that. If you want your kids to be really wholesome, is what I hear. Especially in this day and age, because if you let Instagram do the child rearing, and you let, you know, this online and stores and shopping and all of this and whatever, even school education, like if you let that take over and be the teacher and be the parent, and the doctor be the doctor, you know, I'm talking American health system and all of that. You have to really be very careful. Anyways, I don't know, maybe some of you are going to be like new parents. Yeah, so you really got to make sure that you're ready for this. That's what I'm hearing. Pregnancy starter kit. Listen, I never had children in this lifetime, but yeah, it's too crazy out there right now, I think, unless you're really going to be very focused. Maybe some of you considering having kids, I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah. I think partly the issue is just the system. And now everything in life has become so dispensable and temporary. The real issue is diet. People are not woke. People are hooked on, you know, your food changes everything about your mind, your brain. And so they get you on this roundabout. And when you start to question, like, the little things in your life, the littlest of things, how you breathe, if you breathe consciously, if you take time to meditate, connect with nature, you know, these human things that in the 3D we're here by way of archetype of the human design archetype by way of the human 3D archetype to appreciate and interact in the space of, then life feels very different, and we're really ready to manifest. Manifesting is different than being successful. So the less you have your children in this like matrix system, I think the better. So thank you. Yeah. A lot of people say that. They're like, oh, you'd be a great mom. Why don't you have children? I do. I feel like I have a lot. I feel like I have a lot. You know, my project in life is my kids. And I obviously have Alex, Jane, and Isaac. So I feel like they're my children. But, you know, it's all give and take. Like, if you do this, then you can't do that. I mean, it's just energy. It's time. And I know that, and I knew that. I've always been very driven, so I focus more on, like, what I want to create. I never had a vision to be, like, a housewife, ever. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about that, but that's just not me. I never had that vision. So, yeah, I never had this, like, crazy, desire for, like, being a mom, like birthing a child and being a mom. I just never felt like that. I always wanted to kind of just do my thing. For the world, from a different vantage point, that is, right? But yeah, because I mean, I'm not half-assed, so like if I would have kids, that would be it. Like that would be my whole entire project of life. But right now I'm very busy on what I'm doing. And same with marriage, same with dating, you know, all this takes energy, it takes time. It's a cord attachment, you know, so yeah. It's about consciousness. Like when the time is right, I mean, you'll know, you know. I was not planning on, you know, life will explain to you what the next step is. And clearing the crown, if and when it's right. And some of you, maybe, yeah, you are destined to be parents. Maybe some of you, you know, some people are great at it. But, yeah. And then all these vaccines and stuff. Oh my God. Anyways. Yeah. Any of you have kids? How do you handle these things in this day and age? Right, Laquan, yeah. Everything, yeah. It's like, everything is like kind of your life. It's like, nothing is assumed. I mean, some people are like, oh, like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. It's like, not necessarily, you know? I think enough people just assume they have to be that person to make society happy, to make their parents happy, to make their ego happy. It's like, but that's not really you. And like, yeah, so I think a lot of people are also starting to get turned off by people like that. I'll be very honest, you know, yeah. Even with businesses, like, I think the divide is becoming so obvious. Like, you can now smell, like, who runs that company. It's like, he's not woke. Okay, yeah. Totally asleep. Yeah, the business is different. The business is completely different. The marketing is different. I think a lot of it comes down to diet. Yeah. Diet, eco, you know, healthy, organic, but not always. And we have to be careful, right? Because, I mean, yeah, even someone who is a vegan can be totally toxic. Yeah. We can never fall asleep on our discretion. Hi, baby. So, yeah. Oh, that's amazing, Scarlett. Scarlett says, I'm so grateful I am in a position where I'm with them morning, noon, and night. That sounds like, honestly, yeah. That's how I think that's how it should be. For so many different, like, if we were literally, back in the days of the cave people, there was nothing like the society, like, you know, and there was no way for children to, like, really be detached and feel detached from true community. The issue with, honestly, this day and age are too many people. Number one. And number two, like, the community is like school. At least in America, like, there isn't really such a thing as, like, an insular knit of family in the true sense, like a tribal energy. It's quite rare, I think. And then also, like, school, it's like cult. It's not community. It's not survival. It's competitive. So the community at school, which is your every day. I mean, I just find that so awkward. Like, how you can send your kid off to, like, school and just drop them off there. I'm not saying it judgmentally. Like, this in the present day, I understand it is, like, I personally, like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I could not do that. Like Laquan said, it's like a part of you. It's you. It's your life. Like, you know, it's like, why give them to the system? That's how I feel personally. But I won't judge anybody. Like, you guys have your situations, you know? Yeah, right. Barely community. Like, you just send them off to this, like, school, and they're there morning and night doing what? Like, competing, you know, with and the wheel begins right there. So I think, like, the better, more integrated you can have your children into nature and society and the true things in society that matter. Like, it's not like totally avoiding society, maybe per se, but finding your niche in society that actually integrates you and your children in a healing, like, truly bonding way, teaching them, like, real connections in life rather than just being dispensable with people and competitive and just learning to just step over each other. I'm sure that's not, like, a huge problem here on this channel for most, I don't know, maybe not parents, but yeah. That's the real issue, is when it comes to the children and the parenting and all of that, you know. So that's, like, I think it would be great if there was a way to kind of, well, isn't it sort of happening? They say in the water is making people infertile or something. Anyways, guys. But honestly, if you think about it, that's kind of what's happening. Like, sorry, but if you're gonna live this GMO life and not question anything, like, and then you wonder why, like, I'm not saying anything for everybody, but it's kind of like, yeah, that's why you gotta be smart. You gotta really think and not just follow blindly marketing and commercials and ads for foods. Whatever. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, this message is like really all over the place, but it's okay. The issue is also people, like parents, they try to associate clout through their kids, and then they use their kids for clout. It's like, yeah, Johnny, you have to go chase this dream. Go. You know, it's like, that's, your children are not like commodities, right? Like, I think we need to, yeah, we should all have like a chastity belt until we pass a certain like level of, I'm hearing humility as well, like narcs breeding narcs. Anyone? Just clear it. Yeah, it's really about gut bacteria, not like thinking with your heart. Your gut is your second brain. Yeah. So, anyways. Oh, that's great to have that. That's great. Oh, yeah, you wanted to homeschool your kids? Oh, man, yeah. That would be so frustrating. Like, it's this regulations and all that. Why? Where do you live? If you, I mean, you don't have to say, because, you know, this is a general chat. But, like, you say the government there? So it's like, is it like somewhere that's not the US where it's more strict or something? I think one of the biggest things is like helping teach children to understand what they need versus what they want or they aspire to get in their life. You know, I think that's another really important thing. It's not everything you see you want. I mean, even with adults, think about like all these credit lines that we're maxing for what? You know, half of it is just like, you're not actually, it's like a circle. If I could recommend one thing, get off that credit thing, 100%. Anyways, I don't know. We're running the gamut with these messages. You know, try as much as you can. I don't know. For myself, I realize the karma associated with money that is borrowed is not good. And yeah, I think like spiritually speaking, like you don't need that. You don't need to do that. If you're in alignment and you make small moves, take small steps towards, you don't want to be in debt. Return. That's like, I would say the overall goal. Like, you want to be sovereign. You don't want to feel you owe anybody anything, right? Like cyclically, that puts more stress on you, more pressure, and then that's how society has you in a more vulnerable space. You have to be your own mind, your own person, your own body, like be in control of your decisions, consumer decisions. I mean, a lot of it is marketing, and that's where it's like, okay, you have to check in with your internal compass. Like, do I really want this? Do I need this, or does this company want me to get this? Like, in a way, companies, like, this is kind of my philosophy with this, like, they have us employed. We're working, like, let's just think about it. Think about how much money maybe you spend on, let's say, Starbucks, right? Or something like a higher price tag item. Like, I don't know. Something you buy, like, maybe very often. let's say you're a collector of something. I don't know. Listen, this is coming from someone I love collecting stuff, but there are like purchases that have a high vibration and purchases that don't have a high vibration, like things that are not a good idea, and then things that are. I never thought I'd hear myself say that because I personally love shopping and all of that. But yeah, no, like there are, I have gotten very, I've been doing some serious training on that with myself. Yeah. So it's about like priorities as well. Yeah. So, and knowing and realizing that like it's not you who wants that. Like if you're going and taking out a loan to get some, I don't know, like bag of makeup or whatever. Listen, makeup is the number one for so many reasons. Like, sorry to burst anyone's bubble. I mean, I understand like for art and artistic purposes, but if you think, oh my God, yeah, that's what's gonna get me like in my mood, that's not gonna be your glow up. You need to focus on your gut. You need to focus on, if you could do vitamins and skincare versus makeup, that's one of the biggest scams right there. Talking like generally, of course. And to think that I think credit cards should be illegal. It's like, you are literally like giving someone a credit card to buy makeup? Guys, like, doesn't that sound crazy? I feel like this is very controversial. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this is all like, it's like, for instance, like, if I would have known, like, when you're going to college and you're about to go to college, like, you don't have a concept because you're not working yet. You don't know the value of money. You don't know, like, what does that mean? You know, how much, that when you graduate, you're going to owe that, you know, it's not fair. I feel really, it's not fair. Student loans, that's a big scam. I think that really, really needs to be outlawed. Okay. Yeah. Meaning not like only who can afford it. No, but there should be no such, I don't know, guys, this is controversial. Yeah. But it's many issues. But I don't think that, we should really have to be paying for education. That's what I really think. If we think about it, right, we're giving everyone here a chance to succeed in their life. Like, why are we, same thing with like basic needs. It's like trying to make people pay for air or something. It's like if society's structured in such a way where you need money to survive, well, you need air too. So what are you going to do? Start trying to put a price on that? It's like, I swear, something like that. But I guess we do kind of, right? It's like, to have high quality air, good air quality, it's more expensive certain places. This is just like all the society, clearing the harsh sugar. But the thing is that people don't question it. They have kids, put them in the system, and you're just feeding the system by way of your kids. So the change comes if you do have kids with changing that, I think, and changing the demand around, like, you know, not falling for this cult bullshit, you know, putting them into these elite universities. Sorry, but, you know, I went to a liberal arts, but still, like, no, like, that's not an omen for their future. I think, you know, you can do so much if someone has potential. I believe, always make your decisions, you know, but why? Like, I still have student loans. Why did I really know what that meant? Like, I, in a way, didn't even make the decision for myself. You know, in a way, it's like your family who's, oh yeah, you should do this, you know, anyways. But then it's like on you, it's like signed under your name. It's like, huh? Wait, I owe how much? Anyways. At least how I was brought up, you know, I think most people, it's the same. Most people assume like, okay, well, yeah, you got to do this. It's like, got to go through the initiation, got to go to high school, got to go to college, and you got to go, And I'm not saying education is not important, but I just feel the system is like screwed up and it's not cool the way it's set up, really. But you can find your way around it. I think nowadays, especially. I think the whole situation is going to be online teaching. It's like, why are we going to some like physical location, some physical school? I think they're going to start turning them into museums. I'm going to call it. Brick and mortar schools are going to start turning into museums. Okay, this is where they actually used to go to school. Can you imagine? Yeah, these were the classrooms. It's called classrooms. They used to have to wake up 6 a.m. and walk in the snow to school to go take a class. Can you believe it? And then they would go walk back. It's like, guys, this is going to be a thing of the ancient ages. Yeah. They're going to start doing all online stuff. Like, think about it. You can become a professional online for almost from YouTube. You can learn anything, guys. It's like, and can you believe that then they also, after all of that, 4 years of that bullshit, then they owed like $500,000, you know, something like that. And they aged like crazy and they're super stressed out. And then we have a mental health crisis. And none of them want to go to work. They can't go to work. Oh, God. And then they got to get them on the American healthcare system with all these beloved light medications. God, you know, it's like a vicious cycle. They keep you in the matrix. That's what it is. Okay, you know, I had an option to get more or less a free ride to one university that would have been in my favorite city versus the school that I went to. And, you know, it's like, I know in retrospect it's easy to say, but looking back, it's like, damn. Yeah, anyways. Let's move on. Hopefully, so like, yeah, better decisions for the future for children, not putting them in that. And, you know, and then what? Then they can't be the so-called starving artists they want to be because they have to pay off $500,000 loans, 100,000, whatever they owe. Of course, then they have to go and become some miserable, you know, the doctor they never wanted to become, the financier they never wanted to become, like, you know, these types of things. Man, I believe it. I feel like we're getting extreme, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, from teachers, right, Andre? From teachers who, I mean, these people don't even, like, half of these people are not even competent. Ugh. Love and light. Alex, what happened to your ear, angel? You okay, doll? Aw, little itchy. And what they're learning, these textbooks and all of this, is not really like, it's just what serves more or less, in many ways, I'm talking very general society. Oh my God. Fuck off. Jesus. So yeah, retreat from all of this hype, if you can, with your kids about who they need to become as society and the things they need to do. It's like initiation. It's like a frat, a fraternity, really. Yeah, screw off. So, hi, Bobby. And then the issue is then the parents are under stress. It's like, then there's this vicious, like, toxic relationship between the children and the parents because they're both pressuring each other. The parents want the children to become someone very particular, and then the vice versa. Yeah, so there's a strained relationship because there isn't truly a relationship. Parents aren't relating to their children in a true relational way. They're kind of using their kids to get out of their own matrix. I feel like this is controversial. Oh, well. I don't give a damn. Jaw hurt. Love and light, guys. I understand everybody's at their own, like, phase. Hi, booby baby. But yeah, it's my hope that we would be fair to the future generations and give them proper forewarnings, you know, and to give them, and if they want to end up making their decision, no, I want to be a doctor, no, I want to do, you know, then at least they have that space. And also, why we don't have a cult in schools? Why are we not learning occult practices in metaphysics or astrology? Why someone cannot be, why we are limited to only what society says that we should be able to get a degree in? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is going to all change. I'm telling you. People, I'm telling you, degrees and all this is going to be a thing of the past. They're gonna look back on us like we were some stupid asses. You paid how much to get a degree or what? Man, I do that for free on YouTube today. You know, I'm telling you, this is it's very interesting. And they woke up and they went to school and they did all of that. It's going to take time, but it's headed there. The demand is going to start shrinking and shrinking. Okay, yeah, for these universities. Yeah. It's like the phones, when back in the day when they first came out with phones. It was so big and clunky and heavy. Remember that? And it was so expensive. And then, yeah. Now it's different. Yeah, the thing is, society doesn't think. Society is just a repeat of one form of consciousness. It's not actually, there's no real desire to innovate. That's Shadow Saturn, Capricorn. This is how we've been doing it. Let's continue doing it this way. It's like, but, you know, hey guys, maybe during the age of Aquarius, the next 20 years, maybe we're talking about things that may change sooner than we think. You know, God forbid, with all these, like, God forbid, shootings in the schools and stuff. It's like, ugh, God forbid. People are going to start, I mean, I will put my kids right out. It's like, what am I thinking having my kids in school? And, you know, maybe in some way, like, this is happening because we're meant to get out of this whole school thing. You know, why parents have their children in school? Because of their own matrix. Like, they don't have time to be with their kids because they have to go and work and pay their bills and all of this bullshit. Their bills off their own loans. And if it's not school, once they pay off the school loans, then they have loans because they got to go get Sephora makeup. I don't know. I'm just using examples, but you know what I'm saying. I think these loans are the worst. Credit cards and all of that. No. If you need to take a loan out to be able to afford something, you don't need it. Spirit doesn't, Spirit is not voting that in. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. And yeah, but you have to be getting in your true rhythm. So, anyway. Hi, baby. But you always make your decisions, you know? Maybe you feel guided to take a loan. I don't know. You just take it as well. Oops. Yeah, I'm tired of this conversation. But JD, you have Mercury and Capricorn. Isn't this your bread and butter? Yeah. I could do without it at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And then, you know what I noticed? It's like, like we're saying, if you think about it, you work, you make your money, and then you basically work again. You're working where you're spending your money. You're working for that person. Let's say you go and you buy a $12,000 Hermes bag and you spend your whole life savings on that. It's like, you're working for Hermes. You're not working for whoever you're working for. You know what I'm saying? Do you see the energy? So it's like, who are you kind of allowing to employ you? It's like, God, I maybe this is not as big of an issue for other people, but like myself as a Sag moon, it's like, we have to question. You know, it's like, I work hard for that and then I just give you my money? No. Some purchases make sense, but not every purchase. This is very, very Sag and Pisces. And how many of you actually resonate with this? Maybe many of you don't have an issue with this. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I do think a foundation of relationships with kids is respect. You know, to have them respect you and vice versa. Sometimes maybe it's hard to be a firm parent. And then we see the coddling, and then the kids who they don't grow up. Like they don't understand, you know, their life and their own capacity to be brave, because they never had to be brave. They were always just served, you know. So we're not serving our kids, we're teaching them. Oh, Alex, you love Jade. You give him kisses? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, baby. So yeah. Yeah, guys, and hey, you know, nothing wrong with fur babies. Maybe some of you are like on the fence, you don't know. Anyways. So yeah. I read that as brainwashing. I read balance as brainwashing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I'm hearing something about the Bahamas. Return it. Right, exactly, Tabitha. The energy exchange. Mm-hmm. And I've learned to, like, let go. Like, when something's not meant to be, like, I'm not, like, just impulsing on it. Yeah. That includes relationships, too. So, like, just because I feel I want it in the moment, I'm gonna follow that feeling and see if I still want it. Like, I'm gonna sit with that and, like, listen to it. And I've started to realize that it's not me wanting it all the time. Like, sometimes, like, that, you know, company or the business owner or whatever, like, they're thought emitting, like, I need you to buy this because I need to pay my own bill. It's like they're in the Matrix, too. So it's a whole, you know, we got to get out of this system, y'all. And it starts with your dollar. It starts with the little decisions you make, like, you know, in the companies, maybe you boycott, right? Such as fast fashion. So yeah, this is another thing I want to talk about. And I'm not going to say that I'll entirely boycott TJ Maxx, at least not yet. But these companies, you know, I've noticed that, you know, like TJ Maxx or like these, like Walmart even, or like Target. It's like you're paying for all these like little things that are not really with intention, and many of them, you know, you don't actually need. Okay, like, let's be honest. Like, you could actually take all of that you spent on like whatever you bought, right? Stuff that's like not even gonna last very long, and you can save that up and buy something that you really will have for like many years, because the amount of money that you could spend at somewhere like that is staggering, but you don't realize it because, first of all, you're in a frenzy energy. When you're at TJ Maxx or one of these places, you don't think you're actually shopping. Like, you don't think you're actually there to spend money and shop. You're kind of sightseeing even. It's like Disneyland for shoppers. I think TJ Maxx is one of the most dangerous places, honestly. But yeah, and then what happens is you end up like, you know, spending here, spending there, and then it's adding up. $2, $3. I mean, it adds up, and that can be, I mean, you know, something that you could save towards and really intentionalize your investment around. So, because I've noticed like the purchases that I made with intention, like maybe I saw it somewhere online, right, for instance, and I was like, I love that, I want to buy that, you know, and I formed the intention around it, not like I go there, they have this, they want me to buy it, I like it, and then I buy, you know, that's like they're in control. So when you're intentionalizing, I'm just sharing like my personal epiphany, so I hope it helps someone here feel guided to share it. Yeah, so I think it's important, like these things, you know, the little decisions, and I just, yeah, those things I bought with intention, then I waited for, was patient for, I never regretted those things, and I still have them to this day. But all these little things that don't last and are, you know, it's like as it comes, so it goes. many of the times. And it's the energy associated with those things. And it's the company that's willing to do that to people. Okay, if we think about it. It's a company, it's clear in the sacral chakra. I'm hearing Nader, Ralph Nader, I don't know what that's about. It's these companies, you know, who are like the culprit of this, really. You know, and to put people into debt because of that, like, thank God I don't qualify for these loans, cards, or whatever it is. Like, a blessing. It's because of the student loans. But yeah, guys, I mean, and I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like, ugh. Like, I mean, if it's for food, can you imagine, like, Whole Foods doesn't even have a freaking credit card. If anyone should have a credit card, it's like a food shop. But, like, these places, they're just making money off of everybody, guys. We're clearing the sacral. You know who you're really working for? The banks. Whoever these people are giving out these credits. And then this bullshit they wind you up with. The very one time I ever got, I was shocked I qualified for this Sephora credit card, whatever. I told the lady, no, I got student loans. I'm not going to qualify. She was like, just try or whatever. I was like shocked. I qualified. Guys, these are all scams. Like, they wind you the hell up with this horrible payment system where, you know how many times, like, they have these little gimmicky ways of saying, oh, your credit card payment didn't go through or whatever. It did, but they're just like, something just little goes wrong. And then they don't even tell you that you're not making your payments on time. And you're sitting there thinking your credit card's getting charged every month. And then they end up charging you, like, listen, get out of that whole thing. It's not meant to be helpful to you. You think it is. You get the 10% off or whatever. Don't do that shit. That's not, for so many reasons. Like, it's just not going to be helpful to you. All right. Nothing in life is free. You think, oh, they're so nice. They're giving me like a lot off, like $200. You know what? That $200 is nothing in comparison to what you will end up spending. It's like when we take a human being who their body is not in the wild, we wouldn't be having the access to the foods that we have access to in this day and age. And that's why people have the issues they do, the regenerative, degenerative health issues that they do. And the mental health. And because, again, your gut is your second brain, right? So, like, if you give a human access to those things, we'll eat it. Okay? Because our body's not designed to reject that. So the same thing goes for anything, you know, very similar, like money. It's like you will not be able to have control with that, I think, for most people. Okay? Like most people, some people, okay, but most people is one thing. Then it's the next thing. I don't know. Maybe some of you are on the fence about like something with that. You know, the real issue is like if you're not finding your cause, your calling, because spirit will provide for you if you're in your flow. But if you're not in your flow, and you think, you know, you're like, well, maybe I'll take a loan out. I wouldn't do that. I just would find your true purpose, get connected to the source of why you're here on this planet, and don't just, you know, perpetuate the system that's not really connective for you to what you're really here to do. You're not here to live a life in debt. That's what I'm hearing. That's serving, you know, whoever's making a whole ton of money off of many people like that. These governments or whatever, these banks or whatever, who are, imagine how much money they're making from these poor people who are like stuck in this damn system. Okay? Like, yeah, making so much money off this interests of everyone. These people eating like fat pigs, love and light. No, I'm gonna just say it right now. Like, I am getting, yeah, really this download here for many people. Like, we need to wake up and smell the coffee. Like, it's really intentional. It matters. Who are you getting that loan from? Who is that person? Like, what's their intention? What are they doing to other people as well? Like, why would this is really important, 100%. I know maybe some people, I don't care. So, okay, but it all matters. Like, the thought that you would set someone up for failure. That's what these loan companies do. Really, they act like they're for you. Nope, they're not there. They're on business to be there. They don't care. It's not philanthropic. You know how much money they're making off of people being in debt and stuck in the system? That's not called helping people. Where you'll see a helping is if you are one of the like few percentile of individuals who has control, which is not the majority. I'm saying crocodile leather. Yeah, and when I say he's eating like a fat pig, I mean, it's a metaphor partly, right? Like, what I mean is, you know, he's a very fucking, he's not in debt, okay? So it's like, think about what we're doing here. Like, you're paying these people to basically control you and take your energy from you, where you could live a life of balance and abundance. And what they work off of is impulsivity, is fear, is matrix. Like, I have to have this, but do you? Okay, the worst thing is addiction. Anything, that's why we say always number one, like, don't focus on addictions, getting healed from addictions. It could be anything, even coffee. Number one, the most simple, I mean, sugar, you know, really acidic drinks like Coca-Cola, all that, please, like, get help, number one, on that. So, you know, so that you're not like, that's, yeah. Return it. And then the cost of the healthcare bills and all that. Okay, anyways, just... yeah. You know, so... and the way is a very simple way. Like, I look at how I feel before I make a purchase now. And I'm very strict with that. No longer do I go against my intuition. If I feel like spirit's like, don't get this, you know, even if I want it like so badly, like I think it's like very pretty or cute, or I love it, or it looks really tasty, I don't do it because the energy is not right. And it's like that, whoever we're giving our energy to, maybe they're not a good person, guys, you know? So trust your intuition. We have to boycott Freemason frequencies to make a change. This change won't happen otherwise. That's what I hear. You know, a lot of it is with our dollar. So, because like Tabitha said, it's an energy exchange. So let's say, you know, someone gives you energy, right? It's like you could either manifest something more in your life with that. Like, let's say if you buy something and then that puts you in debt, then that's deficit for you. That exchange took away from you and you gave, right? Or you could manifest something where you bought that one quilt, and with that one quilt, like, it improved your lifestyle. I don't know, something specific here. Like, you improved, let's say vitamins. You bought vitamins. But I do see a quilt for someone. Like, that one quilt, like, changed everything for you in a way that was really genuine. Like, the purchase that actually felt like you needed to do that. I don't know. You know, or vitamins. Like, you focus on your health. You increase your vitality. Maybe it was even the same price. But at least it gave back to you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it didn't drain you. This is really important. I see this for Masons, yeah. Whenever you see this Freemason, like, tile floor, these, and like, literally, if you just, I want to expose it so bad, like, this Sephora stuff, yeah. This is all Freemason. Even their color scheme. Anyways, all right. So, and meanwhile, they're just, marketing away like as if this is what you need to be doing. Makeup's gonna be phased the hell out. Makeup, it's like, why should you need makeup? Now I'm talking like really like health wise, because the chemicals as well in makeup, unless it's organic makeup, read up on this, they end up in the bloodstream of pregnant women. You absorb, they say that you shouldn't put on your skin what you wouldn't eat. Because, yeah, so some of you, I don't know, someone may be pregnant. Maybe you want to just think about these things. Just take it as you will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's to the point where, like, I rather, even if I'm going to pay a little more, but I pay to, like, and I'm not saying every local shop is the same, but, like, a shop that I really like and I connect to, right? Like, you feel it out. Like, where you feel, like, where is deserving of your energy and your time and your money or whatever. You know, at that moment, like, and it can change. The issue is when we're like, I totally love this company, and then you never quite, you forget to look at the ingredients list, and they start changing and making the same sausage patties with like worse ingredients because they have a loyal fan base following. So yeah, we have to always keep like everybody on their toes. Like, we never assume, and your habits may your needs. So, right? But yeah, I'd rather pay a little more like to this place than this other place. And the other thing is like these small places, they could get bought out by these big box names, and you wouldn't even know. Like Blue Bottle Coffee. I had no idea that they're owned by Nestle. Pretty sure. I'm hearing Rock Bottom, that song by Haley Steinfeld. Like, you would never think. I mean, you would never imagine that Nestle would own, like, I mean, totally different energy, right? But the same owner. So, they got bought out, yeah. Anyways. And a lot of this, this marketing, we're all about health and natural. It's like, you look at the thing, you're paying for organic prices, but it's not even organic. So you always got to read the labels, This is not like, oh my God, you have to do this, like, be in fear, but I'm talking just for who finds this helpful. Like, it's not a must, in every moment of every day, but, I mean, I'm not the one to say that, but these are just general meters, like, things we ought to question, I think. Things that ought to be pointed out, So, I see the number 31. Maybe, every month, at the end of every month, you want to check in and just make a tally. So just check it with yourself when it comes to your expenditures and see, how you like. Maybe you made a change and wow, I like how I'm like living my life different. Yeah. So, feel it out, y'all. But yeah, something is going on with Amazon as well, I think. Amazon, like, for instance, they used to ship groceries for free. Remember that? It was way too good to be true. It was bound to change. Now they started to charge $10 for grocery shipping. I think that, so obviously the way it works with the market niche, they go way wide out, right? It's like this is for free. It's not really free. I mean, they're hooking you sort of in. It's much more profitable in the long term for Amazon to build a clientele base for free shipping. You know how many more customers they have because of that? And then they start gradually, like, once people are hooked and they can't live without grocery shopping from Amazon, Whole Foods in the US, then of course they're going to pay the little fee. It's like, so yeah, it's just timing. So you have to keep on your toes, get to know companies over time. They're like people, because there are people running those companies. And yeah. Bye, Scarlett. Ciao. Have a fun day. Ciao, Scarlett. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Like, I notice that I like to take my bike and go get groceries. Like, I enjoy that. You know? It's even the same price. I mean, kind of, like, taking the bike back and forth, it's kind of the same price as, like, an Uber. And that's the other thing, like, Uber. I don't know why we're talking about all this stuff. Maybe some of you, you're changing or rewiring your financial situation. Personally, it's like also the added thing of I don't want to, same thing with the shopping malls. I don't want to be like I don't want to have to be at the mercy of these stranger ass people who I don't know, and I don't want to be in your car living light. Like, some people are nice, but some people got some serious, like, entities I don't want to deal with. And so I rather just ride my bike, you know, just be me, be free in my energy. Like, something with shopping and I can't even go to the malls anymore because these sales reps are getting so awkward. It's like, can't even just like shop like without you bombarding me, you know? Right, Andre? The thing is, like, many of these companies, there are so many ways that they find these loopholes to just make so much money off of people who will never question it. Like, they're making money off of the percentile of people who just have unlimited funds, more or less, and they don't really care, like, about certain things. Like, where certain people would be like, hey, hi, yeah, you, like, overcharged me for that, whatever. That's another thing. But if enough people have a voice and, you know, just straight up just demand things to change, you know. I completely stopped using Uber, and Uber Eats and all of this, same thing. Like, Jesus, it's this middleman energy with these companies who just maximize on, like, middlemen. I think that's, like, I don't know, something about them. I'm hearing Laguna Beach. So yeah, I just like to ride my bike and go get my groceries, and I like it. It's, like, intentional, you know. I'm not just click, 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 you know, and then I go there, like, I see it, I feel it out, and then I buy it if I really want it. I don't know. I feel like we're just talking and talking. So yeah, guys, but the point is that these, maybe some of you, you're working, it's something about your work. Maybe there's something in your business, you want to change the system model. I'm seeing a horseshoe. But, like, someone maybe is, like, hawking you, or, like, maybe you're a lobbyist or something, I don't know. Like, you want to change some law, but, like, this awkward-ass competitor, garlic third party, like, won't stop trying to get you to, like, buy his Monsanto farm off of him. I don't know, man. Good luck. Okay. Exactly, yes, Andre, right? I used to walk, okay, I'm just gonna accept this as one of them 7 a.m. fun chats. But yeah, like, I used to walk the length of Manhattan. When I lived in New York, I used to walk everywhere. Like, I literally would walk, I would walk twice the length of Manhattan in one day, and I feel like that's so cool. Like, cities where you don't have to pay for a car, drive a car, get gas, maintain the car, worry about your car getting jacked potentially, God forbid, then, like, paying for parking, oops, suddenly your car gets towed, all of this just headache shit. Live in a city where you have metro, I don't know, maybe some of you even thinking of, like, finding a city you want to grow your kids up in. I don't know about these big cities. Yeah. Driving in New York is like, I feel it's for like a very specific they're like alligators. Even Boston. The only thing is like biking in New York. I feel like I couldn't bike in New York. Like that's something that I love about DC. Is that that's part of what grew me on DC is that the thing that I have really gotten to like get used to is biking everywhere in nature and like being able to bike basically any street. I also like that they're more lax with that. In LA, if you bike like on some parts of sidewalks, like you get fined. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah. It's much more like chill. DC is some of the benefits is that they just don't really care about these things. I'm not saying that we should do that, but yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Like this is not it's very different. I mean you wouldn't be able to do that in New York. I feel like biking in New York is very dangerous. You should be very careful. We're just literally going on and on. I don't know, maybe some of you are thinking about moving to New York or I don't know, maybe DC. I'm hearing London, Toronto, Florida. Where would you guys think is a good place to raise kids? I feel like if I had kids, like adult kids, well, human kids, whatever, kids that are like need to grow up in a society of humans and integrate like that, I would probably want them to grow up in a metropolitan city, but like one that is not like just crazy. Yeah, in the countryside. Yeah. I guess it's different if like you grew up in a city and like then you raised your kids because then you could keep them like open-minded, you know, so they don't turn into some love and light like I don't know, love and light bumpkins or whatever. Like closed-minded, like prejudice bumpkins. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like not isolated, like yeah, but integrated enough like where they can see the world and you know they see different kinds of people and like they're not feeling like certain people are like other, do you know what I mean? I think that's really important. Like yeah, I think that's the city you grew up in. I think is part of the education too. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about England? Out of curiosity, like, do you feel like England is like pretentious or culturally diverse and open-minded? I've never been to England, never been to London. Interesting. I guess there are different parts. Are you talking like London? People are like kind and friendly. Interesting. Like down to earth. I think that's what the word is. Wholesome. A lot of it, I think, is parenting. Yeah. How you condition your kids to make use of the resources as well that may be at their disposal in the city they're in. Like, you know, this is a lot of it. Appreciation and gratitude as well. Oh my God, All right, who's pregnant? Who's about to have kids? It's like their guys want to set them off with a Care Bear package of tips. Exactly. I'm right. Yeah, or like where these kids build this prestige and like sense of protection around their clout or their reputation of their family, which is really sad. They end up having a lot of these problems growing up. So you don't want to like kind of create this like bubble around your kids. This is what I hear. And like insulate them. And spoil them with all the riches that life has to offer is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing decadent chocolates. I felt very lucky to have learned to earn my own things growing up, you know. I always paid for my own stuff. I started making money very early on. Yeah, I started a online business, and I started to. My parents wouldn't buy me my own. Yeah, they wouldn't just buy me stuff. Like, I always had to. Yeah, I had to. I had to pursue it by creating a path to it, not just having it. So, and I remember those moments. Like, I like felt the desire, you know, like then you connect to your true desires and you realize what's really necessary. And when you turn a dollar and you learn to make money, then you start to realize what you really want to spend it on too, you know, and making money and paying for yourself, living on your own and paying your own bills and doing your own things. And so I think like the most injustice you can do to your children is not letting them go from children to adult, in that giving them preparation for the proper expectations, that they find a way to provide for themselves. I don't know, maybe you're wealthy and you know you're wondering like how you can do the best for your kids. Maybe in the moment, you know, they're very persuasive. It would just make them so happy to have this Abercrombie and Fitch bomber jacket. Like, remember back in the day, those were all the rave or whatever, Pokemon card set, whatever. It's like to be the coolest kid in school, but that's very like right now. What about macro? What if like you created this desire in them to find a way to manifest that on their own, and they would feel so much more powerful, right? To be able to, right? Like, and the thing, but yeah, to be able to earn that on their own, like, and to become wise about money and to understand what it is. So, how cool. Then you understand really where your heart is at, you know? It's like, do I really want to buy that thing? Or maybe I want to do something else, you know? Then it gets the brain working rather than the impulsive, saw it on social media, have to have it thing. And it changes their attention span and their focus. So yeah, you want them, I would say like not so much on technology. If I had to say one thing for raising kids, is limiting the technology for so many reasons again. You know, like this porn industry and all of these, you know, feeling they have a secret double life thing. I mean, this is not good. This is not healthy, you know? And the thing is that children, think about it, adults, grown so-called men, right? Who have wives and children and lives. They put that on the line, even to talk to someone, sex to someone online, OnlyFans, or God forbid, you know, hire a prostitute. And these are adults. They fall privy to that. So children, imagine, like, are at such a vulnerable state of mind. space, you know? And putting them online, like letting them just roam the internet. Anybody can type anything on any computer, phone, whatever, you know, kids find a way. If you, oh no, but I put like, you know, privacy on their phone, they can't do that. Well, they can go to school, and one kid there, their parents didn't put privacy on their phone, and they were going around selling their phone to kids so they can use it. I'm literally hearing that. Oh my God. Yeah, so, but you know, I think a lot of this is like understanding and like explanation, because you also don't want to deprive your kids, because then they may try to rebel. Like if you're just like, no, you can't do it, then they won't understand. Like kids have to understand. Everybody, yeah, you know, it's not just a so-called rule. There's a reason why, and they should understand why. So I think we need to learn occult practices from young age, right? Like we need to learn about incubus succubus in 4th grade. You know, I think that we really do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Really. Learning about auras, learning about energy, learning to speak up about when we don't feel comfortable around someone, practicing auric reading. Oh my God. Lemuria, here we come. It's not too far off, I feel, really. We'll see in 20 years. We'll circle back to this astro. Potentially. Yeah. Right? For real. Or opening your kids up to the internet as social media stars. Oh no. This is a huge... I feel so bad for these kids who their parents just pimp them out on the internet, and they just, you know, you could just tell they're just sticking a camera in their face and like, you know, it's like, let him have his upbringing, you know. These kids, they're not equipped to handle the internet. I'm not even fully equipped. I mean, I have to learn some ropes to really deal with what you find on the internet. Like, when it comes to having some kind of clout, humans are not, we're not meant to be able to just interact with some random entities online who don't have a face, a picture, and just have some really mean shit to say. I think that that's really important. There's no fast track to success. Like, there's no, I'm gonna make my kids real wealthy. I don't know. There's just something like that. No. Please don't do that to your kids. Your kids are not here for those reasons, you know. Only, like, they could be, we're not saying they may not have talents that can, but this is not the way. This is what I'm hearing. Like, so if someone has a talent, they'll reach it anyways. Okay. There are too many people waiting to take advantage of people online. Children who have, yeah, gifts and whatever. You know, let them find it on their own as well. Like, you don't want them to feel, because you're too young even to really be able to tell what you're doing and like what you want to do. It's not appropriate. Like, your whole life is being surveilled by how many people in the very young years, you know? And then you're cementing, like, of course those kids are reading comments. Like, they're reading comments about, I mean, I can just imagine how, like, I never thought about that. But, like, I don't think that's healthy at all, even if it's a good thing. Because then they become way too overly dependent. They are conditioned then to believe that they're good and successful because they're pleasing some mass group of people, okay? And life came too easy for them too soon. Like, this is not life. That's not life. That's the internet. And, you know, these apps and these websites want you to believe that this is a good thing because they make a lot of money off of you going viral. But that's not... You need to save your kids from those tundras and from predators online and these kinds of things too. But I'm seeing more like people who want their children to get famous, you know. And yeah, so anyways, they can get into those things later. I mean, yeah, the internet needs to change to become a totally, I think that we need to be like, honestly, like way more careful with this whole internet thing. Like these websites, you know, no, there's too much free space there. Like anybody can type anything in this AI stuff. Like you don't even know if it's a real human being and you don't know who they are. So I think that things need to change there before that's like really, really, truly like safe from that vantage point. Yeah. And some of you are like, oh, but they have talents. Like if they have talents, they have talents. It's not like you don't need to marry them off like with a dowry situation. Like that's kind of what it's like. It's like, don't sell your kids off. You know, like in these countries, God forbid, where they sell their children to these weirdo older creep men. Have you heard about this horrible thing? They're like 5, 7 years old and they send them off to these men. I cannot return it. Cleared on the crown. And then the children, you know, they may grow up and start having this huge ass ego, like from a young age, believing that they don't need you, they're successful. Like it can really turn on you. You need to be very careful. I don't know, some of you may be thinking of getting your children out there and shit. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do that. Like you need to first focus on them, get them really grounded and alert and mature and about themselves and knowing what this world is about. I'm hearing something about Herods. I don't know. Maybe someone's very wealthy. They want to like show off their kids. Like, don't make your kids a target. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know. It sounds very specific. Like maybe you're very wealthy and like you're, I don't know what this is about. Like for everybody. I think it's gonna change with probably some lawsuits. This has to change. This online stuff, you know, it eventually will, but it's out of control right now, you know. Yeah, anybody can go and create like a video on YouTube, and then they're open to the whole world commenting on their videos and writing whatever they want, basically. I mean, this is not, yeah, yeah. But I think more than anything, it's the psychological side of it. Like, even with Instagram, that was so toxic. I feel like Instagram was becoming so addictive. Like, used to be on Instagram years ago. I was an Instagrammer. Like, I was really into it first, as for the original purpose of it, which was photography. But I was also like kind of like into it, like fashion and stuff. And then I started to get really addicted to it, and I was like waking up every morning, like obsessively like refreshing likes. It was not good. And then I had to just get off of it. So partly because of the weirdos you meet on there too, and the whole who are they following? Why is he not liking all that fucking bullshit, all that fucking head game nonsense. Feeling furball in my throat. Like, that's fake shit. That's not real world. And the thing is, like, when you're in society with people, you are accountable to interact in the 3D. You're showing up, you know? Like, this is too weird on the internet. I say it again. So. Oh my god, Patricia. So you know who this is? I think Patricia is in the earlier part of this video. Something about France? So, yeah. Clear the heart chakra. Makes sense, like, why a lot of these artists, musicians like Rihanna, you know, she doesn't want her children growing up, like, in Hollywood. You know, she's raising them in Barbados. Yeah, a lot. My account's just totally deactivated. I haven't logged in for, like, 5 years. I just don't even want to go near that thing. Like, I feel like Insta has to be so mega saged down. It's horrible. All these astral potholes, you know, it's like, and the advertisement stuff, like, there's no sort of control over the content that's thrown at you. And yeah, it's yeah, cleared all inside body. It is very competitive. It's all like image. It's turning into image. I don't know about TikTok. There was a huge warning about TikTok. I remember we were channeling it before, like, TikTok was really a thing. I was like, what's TikTok? I'm hearing TikTok. Yeah, we were talking about, like, a warning with children on that app. It was like 2-3 years ago or something. And after that, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get on TikTok. But yeah, like, it's apparently supposedly mega popular. Right, goddess? Yeah. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing One Less Problem Without You, that song. Yeah. What is with the Middle Eastern trolls? Like, what the hell is going? Why are they're all Middle Eastern? Just clear it. You hear the sirens, y'all? Guys, DC is like going insane, y'all. The grid is just crazy. These people, they're getting their cars jacked like every few hours in the city. And people are getting, like, freaking mobbed of their Canada Goose and their Montclair jackets in, like, lunch hour on a busy street. These sirens have been going off, like, all day. Something going on out there. No wonder I've been just indoors. Just return it. This city is like something going on. People are getting weird. Well, like, it's the entities are coming out. Something going on. Yeah. This is transit. Oh, yeah. I'm like, now I'm starting to think, is it, because now I don't know if it's like so normal. I don't remember this ever happening in LA. Return it. It's happening every, like, few hours. I'm gonna get the statistic. Deaths surpass 5,000 in DC by September 2023. It has risen by 93%, supposedly. Returned it. Like, that's partly, like, I don't, it's like, you cannot have nothing that's like a liability, you know? You gotta just be on your way. Supposedly they're carving out holes in people's doors and sticking their hand inside and opening their doors and robbing all the apartment buildings. That came through. Something about a circle. Yeah, and the hallways. Anyways. So yeah, but yeah, like, I don't think that is that happening in any other city? It's like every other day. If you keep your car stalling for like 30 seconds, it happens in like all parts of town all day long. Bye, Tabitha, love and light. See you. Thanks for joining us. So yeah. I'm sure your child is a really pleased and lucky to have a mom like you. Say it like that. Shall we? Shall we give Tabitha a round of applause? But yeah. So, like, literally. What about Miami? Is there, like, crime in Miami? Like, a lot of crime and stuff? But, you know, I feel like they could easily figure the problem out. Like, they could easily find a solution to this. I'm hearing something about a carjack. They could, like, kind of rather easily... I mean, all you need is a freaking, like... Well, in some ways, right? If you really want to catch these bad boys. Guys, it's so simple. Like, you literally just set up... like, cars... staged agent cars sitting around. Right? You sit them up, post it around, and you wait to see who's gonna take them, and that's how you know who's doing this stuff. It's very simple. Like, I think they just, I don't know. I heard, like, if you have information about these people, they'll give you, like, $10,000. And honestly, like, everybody is complaining about how this is not changing, and I think it sounds like a business. Like, imagine, I mean, it could be a little business that, because it's not, like, it's just, like, increasing these number of times this is happening. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what about these alien sightings? What do you guys think? So, what do you guys think about New Mexico? Or Arizona? Or New Mexico? What do you guys think about New Mexico? The thing is, I got so used to, like, city life. Even the thought of moving to Salem, because I was starting to get kind of serious about that, like, really thinking, really, I was about to, like, get up and move to Salem, like, but yeah, then I was like, oh shoot, there's no Apple store there. What if there's an issue? You have to take the train, like, go into Boston. I mean, I don't know. We start to get used to our conveniences, don't we? Something about Einstein, hearing that. Just, like, right there. Right, yeah, also that. Yeah, and the education and resources and parenting. You know, some children, they grow up with nothing and they make it, you know, because they set their mind to it. So a lot of it is parenting, really. I think it's a lot of it is if you get to the root of it. Interesting. What would you switch to? I feel like Apple, something going on with Apple. Yeah. I'm hearing something about the quantum. I like BlackBerry. I miss BlackBerry. But yeah, ooh, that goes back. So, or the side, remember the flip phone sidekicks? You clear it, return it. So yeah, guys, where is everyone here from? What the fuck are you guys saying? What in the fuck are you saying? So I'm hearing something about India. Oh, you got an Android tablet? How was that? Do you like it? Return it. Oh wow, a lot of people in the UK. Interesting. I think most of my viewers, they're America, UK, Australia, and France. If I remember it right. Oh god, they're Indian. Oh, I see. Why are they talking about Muslim stuff? It's like, why are they all coming in here talking about these Muslim things? I don't get that. Suddenly, within the last 2... I mean, we must have had a major ascension. That's great. But, like, I feel like... I'm hearing something about elections. I don't know what that would have to do with that, but... Return it. Guys, I'm planning to start this fashion line, right? Man. There's just, like, so much, I feel like, to learn, you know? We take for granted, like, how did they make this shoe? How do you make that jacket? It's like, where do you get that material from? How do you make sure it's strong enough? You know, all these little things. I'm, like, excited to begin getting into it. The other day, at this cafe, I met this guy, like, twice. Nice guy. The second time I saw him at the cafe, I saw him with this crystal pendant necklace, and I'm like, I could tell, like, you know, he's, like, kind of woke. Like, he's not just... Anyway, so we started talking. Apparently, he's, I'm gonna just start spending all his business. Okay, he's a moon. I don't know him that well. I just saw him, like, twice. But, yeah, he has, like, a rising, Sun Capricorn, Moon Scorpio, Rising Gemini, I think. Return it. Anyways, we started talking, and then we started talking about fashion. He was like, he had a book behind the counter. He was, like, studying fashion. It was really interesting. He was talking about how he wanted to get into fashion. Kind of reminded me of you, Andre. You know how you're saying you have ideas for shirts and stuff? Yeah. So I was like, man, like, the universe keeps just telling me, like, I gotta get on this. So I was like, all right, that's it. I started to go get the materials. I'm gonna make them shoes. I'm making shoes for Isaac and Alex. And I'm gonna start with them. It's a little bit, like, kind of, they're gonna be their own niche. And then maybe, yeah, we'll have Jade segue later. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna start with shoes for Isaac and Alex. And then different little things. So, yeah. I'm really excited. I found a box of my old jewelry that I was making jewelry with, and so it's like when I saw it, I have like some crystals. I used to make these necklaces for myself. I was gonna start a whole line, like I had like old little jewelry designs, but like I had the designs before I had the designs and the names before I made them. And then I was like, shit, this design is hard. The hell? What did I say I was gonna make? Oh my god. So yeah, I had to put all those on pause. I had put like 10 in stock. I got really excited. That was again that COVID thing. So yeah, during COVID. And then yeah, cause like I started to research this, like how shoes are made. You know, how do you make the rubber soles of the shoes? And like there's this one video, like Nike, I think it is Nike, yeah. And they literally tell you A to Z. They start at this like computer with the 3D printing and the models, and it's just like, oh my god, how in the world could you make something? Like they have a whole factory. There's a way. There's got to be a way. But yeah, just got to research and start with the little, you know, no, yeah, but oh man, then they have these like major machineries. How the heck you know how to use this stuff? You gotta, and it's like, God forbid you could hurt yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna start real small. I'm just gonna make some simple stuff. Yeah, I'll be creative with that, and I'm just like excited about the designs, like emulating them and bringing them to life, because they're channel designs that Alex and Isaac have been kind of, you know, wanting to like, it's like, I want this, like, yeah, I want to wear this, like, kind of thing. So, well, I don't know, because like I was thinking, you know, like in general, I don't know if I want to create stuff like for other people, because I'll be very honest, I don't want to deal with people. They're a headache. Humans are a headache, you know. God forbid there's an issue, then they, you know, kind of create some issue. Oh yeah, your shoes made me slip. It's like, I'm done, bitch. You know, no. Like, I don't want to deal with none of that, you know. And like I mean, and really, like, what if the shoe falls apart? I don't want to have any liability with that. It's like, I don't want to deal with none of that. And also, like, if I'm making it by hand, like, sorry, but like, I don't work for you, Love and Light. You know, there's a part of me, I don't think I'm like made to do that. I don't think I'm meant to do that kind of Love and Light. I'm not saying like I'm above people, but I just don't know if that's me. I think I would be frustrated. I tend to get very bored if I'm doing something monotonous, even if it's like my own creation. Like, I'm gonna get bored of it. Like, even the most exciting thing, like, I'm gonna start getting bored and like psycho in my head. Like, I just can't. I have to make it like really creative, dynamic process. It needs to be motivated by that. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna be having fun, and I'm just gonna, yeah. So, but the part of it is like partly like also like I don't want to have to ship stuff out to people and then deal with like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, like these people, like weirdos, stalkers even, and they want to like, I just don't know, you know, I just don't want to deal with any of that. So partly I'm just like, I just want to make this for my babies and just have a vlog for them and like just take pictures, and like I'm more like, oh, I just want to be light and easy and just breezy. I just want to have a, you know, maybe like a photography gallery, but not like but not like a business, maybe. I don't know if that's what I'm meant to do, at least at this point, unless I have like a whole, you know, I think it takes a lot of saving assets up and being prepared, having the right team and all of that. I'm just not at that point. So yeah. And I just don't want to deal with people, you know. Imagine you have these crazy weirdos trying to have a defamation, posting weird reviews on you. It's like, oh god, I don't want to deal with none of that. Even you have to deal with weird even look, I don't have anything tangible, and I still deal with that. It's like, imagine if it was tangible. Oh my god, your shoe fell apart. I want to fucking And how do you even make them fast enough? No, I'm not your bitch as well. I'm not gonna be making you shoes. I'm not making you shoes, girl. Okay. So yeah, and then you have some like competitor come, like H&M. Someone catches your idea, just go and reprint everything, and everyone thinks it's their idea, and it's like, just, I don't know. I'm done. I don't want to deal with none of that. So yeah, part of me is hands off. Yeah. Even though like I love like the idea of that, and like, but yeah, the less strings attached to the human kind, the better. The simpler life can become, at least now. Yeah, now it's a different story than maybe in like 50 years. There will be different, maybe more stringent policies and around legal systems and I don't know, online stuff, whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Like, I legitimately just want it for them. That's really like what. Like, I found this lady on Etsy. She's from Spain. She makes jewelry, like, one piece is like $15 to $20. It's like jewelry, you know? Like, I mean, she made that. And I'm like, I look at how many orders she had in like 6 years. It's like 20,000 orders or something. I don't know if it's quite 10. Yeah, something like, maybe like that. Like 6 years though. It's like, how much money can you possibly make from that? I mean, how could she survive Love and Light? I mean, I'm not saying that, like, to her, but how can she sit there and, I gotta zoom on this, like, make all that jewelry by hand fast enough? Like, she got, like, 10 in stock, 6 in stock. How does she have all these jewelries in stock? And then she only selling it for 15 bucks? I know, like, things are maybe cheaper in Spain, but still, like, quality of life is cheaper. Like, you could survive off of less and like have a higher quality of life, but still, I don't know how she does that. How do you make jewelry that fast and not go insane? Even if she hired someone to make it for her, if one piece is $15 or 20 bucks, like, I mean, how much would she be paying another person to do that? I just wonder. And then imagine, like, maybe she's not only doing Etsy, but she's selling it in, like, stores in real life. But how does she physically make it that fast? I don't know. And she says it's handmade. So, just curious. Maybe if you have the right tools, like, you can make it real fast, but... Anyways. Return it. Yeah, I feel like, because I thought about it. I'm like, I feel a Virgo, like, someone with a lot of maybe Taurus, Virgo, like, they could, or Aquarius even, like, they could do this, like, really well, like, fast, and, like, whereas, I don't know, like, maybe, I don't know, it's just not for me. Maybe. But then I get frustrated because, like, I have designs in my mind, and then it's like, I want to make it, but then I don't want to make it. Like, the process is too confusing. And too hard to take it from the vision to the, like, to manually do it. I don't know. Maybe it's just not the time. Maybe later. Maybe later. Some people, you know how they get stuff done that would otherwise be like they're efficient. Like, they kind of, maybe they could be very detailed, yeah. But even still, I mean, how fast? And you make so many in a row? Oh my god. I don't know. She must really love it. I guess some people would think the same about my readings, and they do. Wow, seems like you're working a lot. No, this is like what I'm meant to do. So yeah, maybe that's it. You know? Yeah, that could definitely, yeah. She's obviously in her calling, so in some shape. Clear, return. But yeah, what are your thoughts about the t-shirt thing, Andre? Are you thinking of like pursuing that? I wonder if it's because I'm a Pisces, like sometimes like you have something so nebulous like Neptunian in your mind, but then I'm seeing a chain link, like to get it like in the material. I don't know. Some people find that so easy. Like they just kind of, it's like physics. Like their brain is just like, it's physics. Like they want to do it. I think maybe I just don't maybe have the patience for that. It can be, at least right now, like I said. Anyways, okay. I'm going in circles. I'm going on talking with my Mars and Gemini. One for people in the room. Spirit's like, nah, we're listening. Okay. Wait, so I thought you guys were the ones talking. Wait, what? It's like, I'm following you. No, I'm following you. Wait, what? Spirit's listening? Aw. Anybody here into fashion? Like, in the industry? I thought that was a bun. A hair bun. I'm here in Paolo. Interesting. Yeah, maybe like regulations would be different somewhere else, or the market would be different somewhere else. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, that's funny, because this guy he was basically saying, like we were saying, like he was like, yeah, I have like all these ideas, I want to do so many things, and he wants to also do music, he was saying. When I saw him, it was 333. Oh my god, I was like, what in the cockroach? Who was that? The mouse? It's Isaac. Resituating. So yeah, and he has like some t-shirt ideas, he said, or something. My baby doll. I feel like digital is so much easier. But physical, tangible, like, objects are so fun. Like, imagine, like, packaging that. I feel like that's just, like, so fun. Like, it's your own brand. That's, like, really cool. But, yeah. If it's meant to be, you do it. Like, you'll find your way. And you're protected in your mission. So as long as, you know, you're feeling it, I guess. I'm talking to whoever, like, maybe there are other people here who are considering certain paths in life, like clear and sacral. Yeah. Also, like, because I think, like, if I did that, it would take a lot of my time if I turned it into a business, and I would have less time for these things that I do now, but I'm very creative, and I do need that outlet. I know that for sure. So it'll somehow become something. I just don't want to make complication. Or if you have like a, you know, the perfect business partner where you guys are compatible and you have your own specialized knowledge, you know. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why I zoomed, sorry. So, yeah. Did you feel you wanted to do that, like, since you were young, Andre? Like, ever since you were young? Like, the story about it? Or are you feeling, like, inspired? I think and I told this guy this too, because he was saying, yeah, ever since I was young, I just want, he was also, yeah, he says, he feels he could do very well, like, he has a talent, and I said, well, I told him, like, usually and it's true, I would say, when you are young, you're closest to your most true template, you know, the things that you are passionate about in your youth, you know, it's almost impossible that it wouldn't come around. Like, it's kind of almost inevitable. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an indicator. I feel like Age of Aquarius is gonna bring resources to do things that we really, like, wanted to do, but we felt we didn't have the resources maybe to do. It's gonna be that, like, brave, like, fuck it attitude. Okay, that's it, I want to do it. I'm just gonna do it. Like, the way I just bought these, like, I already got the shoes, like, some materials for it, and I'm just gonna start, like, doing that. Like, I'm not gonna think too much, you know, about it, like. Maybe some of you, this is tying back to the original message that, because I'm hearing jealous, like, there's someone who maybe knows, like, you're on the brink of something here. I hear something about Brooklyn. Yeah, this did come through, where you have to be careful with who you share your ideas with. I'm hearing nonchalant. I'm hearing Stacy. Some of you were talking to someone about your ideas. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you are about to innovate something huge, but you need to, like, keep it on the down low. Innovate, get your legal stuff all squared away, and then, you know, and then talk about it, I would say, because someone here is about to really, there's some inventive energy here. Like inventing something like electricity or like the computer, you know? Some of you, like, I wouldn't go around blabbing about this because, like, a lot of people would click that this has a lot of potential. And you never know, you know, you may come across someone who's just that shady, who would just try and, they might be in a niche market with the resources to do what you want to do. And they just kind of just do it. So I would do it first and then talk about it. That's for someone, especially if it's involving, like, maybe technology, like real Aquarius, like technology, like return technology, like science. I feel like, even I'm hearing biometric, maybe you're researching. As excited as you are about whatever this idea is, I would wait. I see something about a lab. Maybe you're even telling your professor or your teacher. I would keep your findings, if you can, to yourself. And do not tell anyone about this. This makes me think of that shady ass startup I worked for, and I was just giving them all of my insights and my downloads and my ideas for them, basically, for free. Yeah. And they weren't even paying me, and I was like basically outperforming someone who they had given stock share to basically just give orders to the people working for free. They wanted her for a name for Clout because she worked at whatever place before then. Bye. Yeah. And they stole all those ideas, literally. And I ended up leaving the company because the owner's a gaslighting narc. And he didn't want to pay nobody, wanted us all to be exploited and work for absolute free until as long as he could have milked everyone's naivete. Or just, you know, like faith in this company or whatever. He was making these little silly reasons why he couldn't pay us. Like, God, please. And yeah. Then they got bought out by that very company that I told them about in that very first marketing meeting we had. I told them, they said, oh, who's that company? And he wrote it down. He said, okay, I'll think about it. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, they got bought out for millions and millions of dollars. It's not about that. It's about the moral. Money's, yeah, the way you make your money's karmic, bitch. So don't be like just kind and friendly with everybody is what I hear too. You know, you're thinking that you're being kind and you think that your professor's gonna love that you found this like new finding. Some of you are very, very smart. You need to have your own shit going on. Have your own company, your own thing. You don't need to be working for whoever this is. You're way too smart for that. All right. Some of you, these companies try to sell you on this illusion of like family. Like, no. Family doesn't leave you to work for free. Okay, that's just not how it works. Is he telling you to come over for dinner? He's paying for your food every night and your rent? Are you sleeping with your boss? No. So he better pay your ass. So this is ridiculous. Yeah. Some of you need to wake up from the illusion that everyone's like so kind at this company and like they all want to help you out. The hell? They want to help you out? I don't know. Whatever they're saying, like, we want to help you with your future, like, give you a good offer to learn about something about Craigslist, these like business practices, but they're just, yeah, they're gonna steal your ideas. It's not about helping you. They want your fresh ideas as a college undergrad. I'm hearing that as well. Yeah. So, bye. Return it. Like, what was the dream, BD? Like, do you know what that was about? Like, can you place it? Because some of you, like, this is like some of you, like, you got a way to really change something around here. And there's a lot of money in that. And it's not like, oh my God, greedy, I gotta have all the money. It's like, there are people who just want to claim that and they'll take it in the direction they take it in. And it's not appropriate. Like, that's something that you need to have the rights to. I hear that. Okay, it's something that actually develop in a last lifetime. Okay, it's your skills. I'm hearing beneficiary, address. Yeah, some of you don't give your information out. I see someone here that's a shady ass boss asking you for your details. I'm hearing he's saying he wants to send you a gift, a free gift, but he actually wants your information. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, this is like your baby and you're carrying it from the last lifetime. So you need to protect it and you need to do with it what you will do with it. Because these people are just gonna, honestly, they're gonna go stray. Something about choker necklace chains. Clear it, yeah. Maybe you're even like on some show, like a shark, I don't know, man. Like a Shark Tank show. Suddenly you see this company's not making razors. Now they switched to making craft ice cream. Like, they're gonna switch industries to your product line, like, overnight. It's too weird. Yeah. But everyone, it's like something so sharky. Like, what's it called? Like a talent show or something. They're saying they want to, okay. It's like, how do we say this? Return. It's like an internship, an apprenticeship. Something about London. They offer for you to work out of your London, something about music. Be careful these people don't exploit you for, like, ever, right? Saying, like, we're gonna, like, you're very lucky to have this apprenticeship, free unpaid internship, because we're giving you in exchange clout. Like, huh? Oh my god. Yeah. Second guess it. Wow, BD. Interesting. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do in the present day? So, like, but yeah, I see them, like, clear to my, it's like some Palo Alto funding. They're pretending they're there to get funding for their business, but they're really a CEO and a CFO looking for a business idea that they want to steal from someone else. They want to see what you're going to get funding for, and then they want to pivot into that similar industry. These two people, this sounds like the owners of this old company. Ew. Disgust. Anyways, it's like these people who have really no innovative talent, but they just want to be slimy. Yeah, I see them going to these Palo Alto. They're pretending that they want to, like, get funding, and they're just listening. Because, you know, at those events, I remember because I was starting a startup. Anyways, I was looking for funding for that startup. I was going to many of these events, and, like, everyone, it's like kind of like a icebreaker, you know? You talk about your ideas. And I'm kind of getting, like, these people there are not talking to their ideas. They're not there to network. They're there to literally just steal ideas. So be very careful who you're talking to. Some of those people may not actually even be investors. They're looking for innovative talent and new ideas out there to invest in. Yeah, right. Meaning that they want to become your competitor. So yeah, do be very careful and don't hand over any of your information to those people for funding. That's what I'm hearing. Especially if you have, like, you need to know the worth of your project ideas. Some of you, you know, sometimes we think, like, oh my god, if only they, like, believe in my idea. God, I see a lightning bolt strike. Yeah, some of you, this is Uranian energy. Like, you are very innovative. You don't need nobody to approve of you. Don't overshare. Don't overgive your information. If you believe in your idea, that's enough. Be firm. Hi. What's going on? Okay. Wow. Okay. Maybe all of a sudden too many people are interested in you. You're at a round table. Ooh. You're at a, oh. Isaac. You're at a, These are these I swear. When I was in New York, yeah, they're too interested in your idea. Like, they're looking at you like Predator we almost said Priyanka. Predator piranhas at the news table. You guys are sitting at a round table. Supposedly this is for someone's talking in a French dialect. Supposedly this is for some funding audition or whatever, some bullshit. Guys, like, this reminds me of I remember that meeting, that marketing meeting. Okay, we were all sitting around. They were making us feel like, oh yeah, we're sitting with the CEO of this 5-person startup, and we're having a marketing meeting. It's like, they were like, yeah, making us feel so very special, giving feedback. We weren't giving feedback, we were giving our ideas, and they were all like, we were holding the floor for like 10 minutes. I was talking at length about this. I'm like, why the hell am I even gonna tell them all about this? Like, for what? This is like my first day. They're not even paying nobody nothing. I don't even know who these people are. People need to prove they're moral before you share your precious ideas. I'm not saying I have regrets about that. I learned so much from that, and they can have their millions. I don't give a damn. It's not about that. But yeah, it's about the morals and learning about your ideas being worthy and putting a price on your ideas. Okay, too many people out here in the matrix, they don't have no ideas. They're looking just to make money. Okay, they want to just copycat. You need to be smart with your resources. Bobber. So yeah. All right. Every idea has the right potential with the right marketing and backup. Think about anyone who's successful, guys. Like, there's money behind that, honestly. I'm not talking about like that. What I mean is, let's say, like, there's money behind what people think can be successful. Okay? So, and if it is successful, or if it was, okay, you know, oftentimes, how do we say this? Even if it wasn't, how do we say this? Like, it can be successful with money. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't mean that in like a beyond 3D way, but what I mean is, think about all these like not talented ass people who have money and they just pay their way to success. Do you see what I'm saying? Success meaning just financially or whatever, or like clout, like fame, okay? Like Lovin' Like That Girl. Remember, she became suddenly a musician because her parents paid for her to get a music video. What was it? What was her name? It's Friday, da 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 Friday. It was like all autotune or whatever. But everyone like was saying basically like anybody could become that person. Like there's so many more talented people who are not famous, like or not wealthy. Like people buy. Everybody thinks, oh wow, look at her, because just because she has this clout, like then it's like a cycle, right? Oh, because she's famous, then yeah, it's like, but you know how many people are like more talented? So yeah, anyways, so don't think like my idea doesn't have anything to it just because you know, I don't have funding yet. That's bullshit. Okay. Remember something like she was on the bus, she was in a car, I think. Actually, she was driving, she was like 16, and she was in a car driving. I'm seeing paint peeling off of a wall, like it looks like it's like shrunk wallpaper, like got scrunched up, but because of dehydration from the wall. Sounds like me. Okay, let's just get further. So yeah, I'm hearing Maria. Oh my fuck, I cannot even make it up. That's like literally like the old, yeah, the lady who had a share stock, that was her name. Whatever, guys, it really doesn't matter. These bitches coming back, they even called me after they're trying to get into contact with me for the longest. They be feeling so guilty and shit. Yeah, I completely ghosted all of them. You know? It's like, after the way he treated me, no, never, never. I never want to interact with you even the slightest. Very convenient for them. All of their employees, right before they got this buyout, everyone left the company. Like, way to go. Way to be so toxic to everyone that everyone left your company on the same day except for shareholders, and then you got bought out. So shitty. There was one guy, the CFO, whatever, or the engineering dude. He was a nice guy. I could tell. He kind of got taken to the dark side a little bit by these other two, but yeah, he was a nice guy. But yeah. Anyways. They were Indian. Just saying. Maybe that's someone's message. Whatever. It's Friday. Cleared in the Crown. Return it. This was in Manhattan. The way that I found them, I don't know. This could be helpful to someone. Like, I was working for some other fashion startup, and that dude was just straight up unprofessional. He was coming to work super late. Like on Sundays, he was coming in drunk, hungover. He was sleeping in the office, in the cubicle. He was falling asleep. He was talking about how, first of all, he was talking a lot. He was talking too much. He was just talking a little bit too much, I'll be honest. And then number two, for a boss, he was getting personal too. And like, he was talking about like how he was just going on and on, like talk about how he was dating the co-founder of the business. And then, yeah, anyways, he had some humor on him, but he was reeking of kind of narcissist at a certain point. I had to check out. So yeah, but that's not really why I left. Well, it was when I saw how unprofessional he was at a certain point, but really what it was I was in the elevator of this company. Like, well, there was a building in like Midtown. Basically had to walk through Midtown around Times Square to get there. Not quite Times Square, but Penn Station. Yeah. This was when I was like living with my grandpa, remember? I told the story before. But yeah, anyway, so I'm seeing Harley Davidson wings. So then, yeah, like I was in the elevator and then the engineer dude. What is it, Alex? The engineer dude saw me in the elevator and he started talking me up. Hey. And ow! Isaac, don't step on me like that. Oh my god. And so, yeah, like we started to talk in the elevator. He said, "What are you doing in this building?" I was like, "Oh, I work for this startup, da da da." And then he was like, "Oh, are you like looking for like maybe like he said, what he told me was, do you know anyone who's like interested in marketing? He didn't ask me directly. He doesn't want to like be stealing people's employees or whatever. But yeah, well, I was unpaid for like 4 months with this other freaking internship, going in circles with this drunk boss. Anyways, then I was like, well, I actually want to do marketing. That was what I wanted to do. He was like, well, we're looking for people. I was like, okay. So then I ended up like interviewing. They put me and this Pisces dude into sales. So they lied to us. They said, you're going to return it. You're going to interview. We're then going to hire you for sales, not what you interviewed for. You're going to be doing sales for us. You're going to get all of our leads for us. And then, yeah, we will eventually like reconvene and we'll maybe end up paying you guys. We'll see. So we both got hired, me and this Pisces dude. And then I was working that alongside this other startup with the fashion. So, and then I started to phase out that other fashion place because he was just getting too strange. Like started to talk about way too much personal life. And, yeah, I had to go. So then I was working full time for these other guys and like, yeah, then that whole thing. So I don't know what that was about. Anyways. I was so angry at that guy. I was so upset. I am extremely professional. If I'm professional, I'm very professional. But I was not about to tolerate that. And that was before I knew about all this narcissist stuff. But like, I turned to him and I looked at him. Okay? I got them the #1 press agency. I got an email back, a call back, and I got them to sign up with them. My director, who had share in the company, couldn't get them to respond. I got them to respond. My email got them interested on a call. And my director, whatever, the director at the time, I'll say it like that, was like, even she was like, wow. She was kind of jealous because she even told me my email's not getting nobody. Like, yeah, you'll be the one sending the emails. I was like, which was true. Like, she couldn't get anyone to respond. Love and light, clear it. So she was like, wow. She was telling the CEO, oh my God, look, he just walked into the office. Did everybody hear who Natalie got? Because that basically, yeah, helped their company basically now. Well, are you going to also pay us now? Clear it. Whatever. Then it's like they are like, first of all, he was tight-lipped as hell. He was not even going to say a single damn word, okay, to me. Everyone, it was 5 people in the company, very small, tight knit. Like you're talking to each other. Hello, like you're not Forbes yet. Like calm down, okay? You're sitting a seat next to me. You got the email. I got the email. I sent the email. You saw the email. Like about the fact that we got that call in. You didn't say nothing to me. You just come in like pretending not to say nothing to me. He didn't want to pay me too much, guys. Any one of us, except for him. He probably had a pact with himself. I'm going to be super cheap and greedy. I'm going to, yeah, bring this company up from nothing. It's like, yuck, you muck. Anyways, schmoozer. He was a Scorpio. Anyways, so then he goes, and the other guy was a Sagittarius. Return it. Yeah, he was a Sag. The real issue I had with the Sagittarius was when he started to talk, like, kind of bad, like, on his co-partner. And I just was like, I felt like I was in the middle of this. Like, I'm not about to get into this drama. On top of him coming to work hungover. Anyhow. Then he came in to the office, sat down with his little Argyle pumpkin ass sweater. Okay, he really was wearing that. Love and light. It's like Indian man who... No offense. Anyone can wear whatever the fuck they want to wear. I think it was October. Shit, I remember more than I thought I did. He come through with some little like pumpkin patch sweater. He's wearing this sweater, like, yeah, because he's a Scorpio. So he brought like, he was on trend. Sorry guys, by the way, I don't have stuff in my teeth. It's this special toothpaste. It's supposed to sit on your teeth. Again, so if you see stuff, it's not like, yeah. Just to say, I said it earlier, but I don't know, maybe some people, like, again, are watching it. So now he's wearing this, like, fucking stitched shit. I can't believe I remember that, but yeah, no, why wouldn't I? That was the day of all my glory. Anyways, I turned to him. Lucia had to say something. It gave me like when you do something right and your parent doesn't acknowledge you. That's what it. And I didn't grow up like that, really, not directly, like not like that, but that's what that gave me. But I realized he was doing that for a very particular, a psychological tactic reason, and that's when I lost complete respect and I left the company the very next day. So did everyone else, except for the ones who had share, because they were. This is no, you're ridiculous. Return it. Taking everybody in circles. Selling them, oh, sorry, we can't pay you yet, as much as we would love to, because, well, trust us, we really want, it's like a marketing bullshit. Shut up, schmoozer. So anyways, he had this, like, pumpkin shit on. He was some orange knit thing, and he sat down. I remember it, like, so clearly, whatever it is about that sweater, and then sitting down like Mr. Venture Capital. And he sits down and he looks at me. He had like a very serious look on his face, like trying to act like somber or morose. It's so giving me narc. Like when you're happy, he wants to act like not happy. He doesn't want to validate you. But for financial reasons. And this is where we have to say, like, narcs do exist in workplaces too. And they own companies. And it's like, that's where we have to start turning our dollar more wisely. Like, who are we funding? Who owns this company? How did they get there? Did they step all over these interns? Who the hell is making that in those sweatshops? We have to think all across the board, guys. In this way, because it's karmic as well, imagine those people who throwing, like, it's not a good product. Those people making those products are not happy. They're throwing evil shade. They're evil-eyeing these products they're making. They're evil-eyeing the boss. They're evil, you know, this is not a good thing. Yeah, it's not healthy. Bloodline. Anyways, I read that as cocaine, covert alcohol. So then like he goes, he was practically ignoring me. Wasn't even making eye contact. And I'm looking at him and he's looking, and then finally he looks up. Like, he was never like that. He's always like very cheery and shit. Then he goes, oh yeah, well, why didn't you, he was making an excuse like why he wouldn't be excited about this, because he knew that he didn't want us like woke, if you know what I mean. Okay, he didn't want to, he made a little pact with his little pumpkin self that he didn't want more than 3 co-founders, and he didn't want to change up that ration because, well, yeah, you're disgusting, sir. Disgust. But partly, I'll be honest, me and this Pisces guy and whoever else, like, we were all so kind. We were very kind, and we were treating it like family and friends, and they take advantage of that. They know that people fresh in these businesses and out of college, they're not like, you know, they're not well versed in how these things work with these, you know, man-eater companies and these startups who are just, you know, not everybody's like that. Not all startups, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that's my experience. Maybe it's different for others, but best of luck, guys. And I just say invest wisely. Yeah. You start to see through the bullshit. It's like this whole like player thing, you know, these people who, oh no, I really want to commit to you. Don't think I don't like love you. It's just, it's like, it's a bullshit. No, you're not doing your karma to be able to be with me, and that's what it is. Return it. Or these people, oh, sorry, baby. Yeah, I know you don't like it that, for whatever number of reasons, I know you don't like it that I, you know, I smoke or whatever, but I'm not gonna do what I need to do to get better because, well, it's not enough priority living light. It's just, that's the reality. It's not enough priority. Or, oh, sorry, baby, I know that you want, like, you know, to have a nice life, like a healthy, you want to eat healthy, you want to eat organic, but, well, I'm not really going to go to work. Like, it's like, I'm not going to commit to this with you and we both, like, rake in the money, you know? This is for someone, you know? I'm here in Amber. I'm here in Vidal. Makes me think of Vidal Sassoon. It's like you're out here stressing, like, loving, like, God forbid, your hair is falling out, you're stressed out. Like, he's sitting there with ice cream, bucket of ice cream in his lap, you know? He's giving you puppy eyes. Sorry, like, honey, I would love to, like, help you make money. The fuck? Get your ass up here like that. Okay? A lot of excuses. Or, sorry, honey, I would love to marry you, but, you know, my ex. It's like, this is all some massive bullshit, and please, nobody fall for it. Nobody fall for it. Not for a minute, you know. So, yeah, clearing the crime, reaches return. It's the same thing with these companies. So he was, like, basically, like, a narc, like, promising, like, endlessly, you know. But that was a very important experience. I learned a lot. And in a way, it paid me 7-fold. You can't buy real life experiences, you know. You can read a textbook, sure, you can get a degree, but you cannot buy real life experiences. So, all right, guys. I would love to, like, stay up and talk more. Like, I honestly don't think I don't know, man. These transits are just like, I think I'm gonna go straight to members on weekly, and we'll just pump out weekly reads. I, like, didn't sleep at all. It's been, yeah, it was one of those nights. Keep one eye open. Yeah. Love you guys. Out of curiosity, like, are any of you, like, feeling a change with some of the industries you're in? Like, do you feel like some of these industries are changing and, like, you want to get out of those industries? in the crown, return center, like an industry you've been in for a very long time. Some of you, like, you're feeling, well, I think that spirit, we'll maybe talk about this more in like an extended, yeah. So, thanks guys. Love y'all. You're awesome.